Hey, drop.
Ain't this some shit? My fucking kids' big Christmas list can't afford it. They'll keep adding till I'm broke. This shit is fucking crazy. They're close to making me file for bankruptcy. Do they think we're fucking made of life? Do they think we're fucking made of life? Bitch, what the fuck? Psych, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Psych, what the fuck? Bitch, 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 what the fuck?
It's time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hey, this is Jason Myrtetus from 97.5 The Fanatic and the Stick to Hockey podcast. And you're listening to the drunkest, craziest motherfuckers this side of the Mississippi. Corner Pub Sports.
Corner Pub Sports.
Fuck with my ass, man. Yeah.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? Corner Pub Sports coming at you here live on a Friday night. We start off with a bang there. We got Dave Lang already checking in live.
Festive.
Yep, Jamie checking in. If that don't get you in the Christmas mood, nothing will. Welcome to Corner
Happy
Pub
holidays from Corner Pub Sports.
That's right. If there's no other way to do it, that's how we do it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Of course, if you're joining us live, like Jamie and Dave already are, we thank you guys so much. And of course, if you're downloading the show on iTunes and Spotify and Satchel, all those places, we thank you very much. As always, we have a very special guest tonight. Jason Myrtetus will be joining us tonight. Talk some Flyers hockey with us tonight. I just lost Ryan.
Well, Ryan has a special guest whenever he makes his way back on.
Yeah, right, exactly. So we're looking forward to that. Good time. We haven't had him on in a while, too. It's been quite a while. So there's a lot to talk about with the Flyers right now, and they're playing pretty good hockey right now. They had a little bit of a rough ending to the game last night, but yeah, I'm excited to talk to Jason. It's been a while. We're gonna have some Phillies talk, Eagles talk. I got a fun Corner Pub video while you were drunk. We got all kinds of stuff lined up, but and look, before we even get into anything, obviously we got it. What are we drinking? Iced tea. Both of these iced tea. What do you got there, Mike?
Damn,
I know, fucking.
Give your balls a tug, you tent fucker.
I got the stout. It's the second to last one
from 3 years ago.
And that was 3 years old from 3 years ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
10 years, man.
It is. It could be. This could be a 10-year-old beer for all I know. But I'm sad.
Last one.
I think there's one more in the fridge that was left from a while ago. So
yeah, there's one more in there. And I am drinking Guinness out of a Guinness glass. So top of the morning to you. So we promised a big announcement on the show, and we're going to start off the show by talking about it. So Corner Pub Sports has been in existence for almost 11 years. March will mark 11 years. We've been doing this a long time. We've made some fantastic memories doing the show. We've come across a lot of fans, people that I didn't know, who've become fans of the show. People you guys didn't know, Ryan and Gary. You guys become friends with people through the show. Actually, Callie's one of them. Callie, who's checking in right now. I would have never met Callie if it wasn't for this show.
Yeah.
We had a great 10 year anniversary celebration last year at Sandy's. It was an awesome time. Steve Jeltz came out. Scott,
Ed
Ed
Kratz.
Kratz. We made, we've built relationships with guys like, Scott Air and, Jason Myrtetus is coming on tonight and a lot of other people. Got to talk to Brian Dawkins and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, probably top 3 idols for all of us, Brian. Like, we would have never had the opportunity to do that if it wasn't for the show. I mean, amongst the other people, Fran Dumpy, like all of the people that we got to, Harry Callis' son,
Dean
like,
Tolson.
Yeah.
Tolson.
Tolson.
Yeah, exactly. King Callis. All that
Honey
stuff.
Dykstra.
Dykstra,
Brett
yeah,
Myers.
Myers a few times, yeah.
Kyle Kendrick.
Yeah, J Par. So,
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
and I'm not, none of that stuff's going to go away, and none of our relationships are going to go away. And if you're not catching on what's about to happen here, it's pretty obvious. So, we've collectively agreed that following the Super Bowl, whether it's a week or 2 weeks, it's going to be pretty close to the end of the Super Bowl, that Corner Pub Sports will be going on indefinite hiatus.
Yeah.
Got off the air.
We're not saying it's final for good, because you never want to say never. Think about all the reunion tours you see and all that shit. Kiss
has been doing reunion tours for 30 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Corner Pub Sports, following the Super Bowl, tentatively will be no more. The page will still be open. We'll still keep our socials open and all that stuff, but the podcast itself will be laid to rest.
Yeah.
We're just, this is again a collective agreement. I don't think we're all 100% on board, but I think it's the right decision. I'm just speaking for me right now, and then you guys can talk real quick. But I just think that everything kind of runs its course. I think we've run its course. We don't have the same fire and energy that we had, even 2 years ago doing the show. We still enjoy doing the show and everything. I still look forward to it, but it's not, something's changed. It's not quite the same as it used to be. And even prepping for the show, I'm just kind of like, man, do I really feel going through this? And I think we're all just kind of burned out. We got a lot going on in our lives personally at this stage. And, but yeah, if one of you guys want to say something.
Yeah. So like Sean said, that memories that come from this, I've been personally contemplating this for a long time. It was fun, man. It was a great run. But like you said, when it feels more like an obligation than fun, and I don't want that to sound the wrong way, what's the point? You know what I mean? So like, if the 100% joy is not there, which it's not there for me anymore right now, I hope it comes back. I would love come football season, we talk and it's like, got that itch.
You never know. Yeah.
Right. But for me, and I think for the majority, not everybody, I know one of us is feeling it more, but it's just time. And thank you so much. Thank you. This has been the interactions and people I've met through this show, through this podcast, I'll never forget.
Yeah, Dave Langle, Dave Peterson, these other guys who I would have never met if it wasn't for the show. Again, Callie, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely sad. It's the end of an era. It's the end of Christ, except for the old fuck over here. It's been
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
we were one. I mean, really, not to cut you off, but we were really one of the first Philly sports podcasts going. We were one of the first.
Yeah.
And we were we are still one of the longest running right now.
Still
And-
one of the most popular. But yeah, I mean, I agree that it's just it has taken its course. I mean, it's just 11 years is a long time. Things change. Life gets in the way. Kids start getting older. Fridays become a little bit more difficult to make. We were doing it weekly for a while. We scaled it back to bi-weekly.
Drunk Phil's fans, one of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Another group that we connected with from them. And, we,
Philly guys, all those guys.
yeah. But we just, we did it bi-weekly and now it's just kind of, I guess it's just, it's just time to see what develops and kind of take a different path. And I don't know. I have mixed emotions about it. I'm not all in on ending it, but I get it.
Yeah,
I understand it.
I'm with you on that.
It's gonna be a big adjustment. It really is. Like when we're a month into not doing this, it's gonna be like, well, maybe not a month because I think you're gonna enjoy that at first. But we get to like March, April, it's gonna be like, man, I mean, we've been doing this for 10 years.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess that's where I'm at. Like I know I'm gonna miss like I guess the after coverage a little bit, the boner coverage a little bit. I was never the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, you're not a fan of boners.
But well, I mean that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? But
depends on what the bonus.
But the after, yeah. But the after the afterwards, just hanging out and stuff like that, and just having something to do on Friday nights every once in a while is good too. But it's just, I don't know. So
yeah,
that's where I'm kind of I don't know. I'm talking in circles because I'm trying to process it, trying to figure out how to feel about it.
And we've talked about it off air. I mean, it's we're all friends, and we've been friends before this, and we're going to remain friends after this. So it's not like we're going anywhere. It's not like just because we're not doing a show, we're not going to be hanging out.
Yeah.
Like that's a different issue. I mean, Chris from Philly Phil, glad we connected. Definitely going to meet up for some beers and hopefully have you guys out for the home run derby.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you too, man. Jamie said you guys are making it difficult for me to get hard like usual when I watch these. Gary, Jesus.
Yeah, Gary's probably going to be the.
I'm not going to comment on this at all because I'm
I'm going to come.
Like I'm beyond upset about it. I don't want it to happen. I understand that it's going to happen, but I just don't want it to. So that's all I got to say about it.
Jarrett, just really sad to hear this. Glad I met you at the Drunk Phil's fans garage. You too, man. And look, I'm not dying. I'll still be in connection with all you guys. I'm not.
It might even free us up a little bit to do more stuff like jump on those shows or whatever. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, 100%. We're not going anywhere. I mean, it's just the Facebook page will still be open and everything. It's just the podcast itself is going to kind of go on hiatus. And look, like Ryan said, maybe come September we're getting the itch and we want to talk football and we just do a football show or something. Like I think Fourth and John does that. That's not the worst thing in the world. We just do that.
5-hour show.
Yeah, exactly. Chris said maybe we can connect at the Super Bowl and the Stanley Cup parade. Yeah, damn. Not this year.
I don't know.
6-7.
How about
Don't waste my motherfucking time.
But look, we're another thing too. Another reason is, we're getting to the point where there's things that are happening. Other people have obligations, and we want to end it before we get to the point where
there's animosity.
There is animosity, and there is bad feelings, and because everyone's so worn out, and then you're starting to go at each other. We're ending this on our terms, and I think I can easily speak for everybody. If it wasn't for you guys who chime in right now live, and the guys, everyone who's downloading the show and listening to this, we thank you. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, we probably wouldn't have lasted 11 years. Honestly, you guys kept the conversations going. You kept the points coming. You kept, interactions with us, and felt like we weren't just talking in the microphones alone. You guys kept this thing going for us, and we appreciate it. And we thank you guys, all you guys.
Yeah, I mean, the sharing of the comments that we get to do, which was a great addition to the show. When we started doing that and being able to truly interact, I felt like that took it to another level.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. When COVID actually, of the things that COVID did was allow us to. Now, we were on a platform before where there was a chat, but it wasn't quite as predominant as this. Like, this is a much better forum because you can display the comments, all that stuff. Like, we would have never. I mean, we probably would have eventually gone to this, but
yeah.
But I think COVID really kind of pushed that through. Dave Langle, you guys have helped me through with my son. Oh, man, yeah, taking my mind off of things. Callie said this show's much different than when I was on. I don't know. I mean, I guess
is that
I don't know if that's
like
good or bad.
yeah,
I mean, it might be. And that's probably one of the reasons why we're kind of like, all right, we got to change course here. But look, good news is you guys still have like at least another 2 months with us. So
we ain't done yet.
We ain't done yet.
And then,
right?
yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm calling us all out. I want us to make a pact to
jerk each other off.
Well, I mean that too, but like to make sure that we go out with a bang. That we go out, we give it our all for these last couple shows. I accept the fact that we're going way off the fucking rails on some of them. If it ends up being a drunken shit show, one of the shows, so be it.
Oh, that last one's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a long one.
And just show up.
Probably take up reservations on your couch now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bring an air mattress.
Yeah. So I mean, I just want us to really kind of
go out with a bang.
Yep. And like not get back, but like
burn the fucking studio down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just enjoy. Just like what we enjoyed. Like get back to like we know that it's going to end. We know that it's not going to be a drag. Let's have fun with it. Let's really kind of do.
You may want to take off work.
We may even chop lines on the bar.
We might do that just to bring back old memories. You may.
You're completely out of control. You're completely out of your
You may
mind.
want to take Monday off because you're going to have a 3 day.
Yeah, I'm going to need that rate I'm going at this point. I'm going to need fucking 3 days. I get drunk on a Saturday. I'm not right till fucking Tuesday.
Drunk Phil's fan Cena, and now your news. Fuck my life. Callie said it was a good thing. What he meant was a good thing. You guys gotten better every year.
Oh, wow. Nice.
We appreciate it, man. And he said, I'm never going to be able to wear Mike's headphones again.
There's
so many memories.
Damn, fathead.
There's so many memories that come up, man. Like, it's crazy. And, I'm so thankful that been able to meet so many great people throughout the years and maintain relationships with so many people. And
you didn't get it right.
Maintain what?
About the burp. Relationships.
I feel like Sean keeps telling me his secret. It looks like he's winking at me.
Dude, my eyes still not.
My eyes, his eyes.
Yeah, it's still not 100%. It's getting there. It's a lot better than last week. It's a lot better than Tuesday.
My eyes! My eyes!
That was Sean all week.
Yeah, literally, that was me on Tuesday. Jay, lots of fun. Mike, my Fridays are nothing now. So,
Yeah, well, join the crowd.
Remember Alex? Remember Ghostbusters?
I remember.
Yeah, remember.
Oh my god.
Well,
I do. Yeah, member berries were on the show for a while too.
Yeah, for a while.
So we're about to bring on our guest. I wasn't quite sure what time he was coming on. But I'm glad he's joining us. And we got all that out of our system and made the announcement. He knows what the announcement is. I kind of told him. So.
Okay.
But let's welcome to the show for the first time in a while, Jason Myrtetus.
Jason, how are you?
What is going on?
What's up,
Yo.
boys? Everybody hear me all right?
We can hear you. We can see you and hear you. What's up, brother?
Much, man. What's going on? You guys are hanging it up.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Hanging the
hanging the microphone up,
hanging the
right?
skates up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a couple people's liver can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, I've been like that a few months, man.
Yeah, there's only 2 of us drinking tonight.
I know, right? Yeah, that's
Well, it's
cue
time to
number
hang
one.
it up. If not,
Yeah,
if
yeah, right.
everybody's not drinking, then it's
Right.
time
Can't have
to
a
throw it
Corner
in.
Pub Sports and drinking iced tea. Like
Oh.
there's the pub part of it's
Well,
gone.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
What about a Wawa diet lemonade? Is that right?
Hey,
Dude, these
There
guys are
you go.
doing Wawa iced teas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see?
Those too.
You have a good reason, though. You have a good reason, Jason.
I got hooked on
Um,
those during. I was never a lemonade drinker, but during chemo, like it was the only thing that quenched my thirst, and
Oh,
now I'm like
okay.
addicted to it.
Interesting.
Crack.
Yeah,
Wawa crack. Well, Jason, we haven't had you on since your big announcement. And for those who don't know, I mean, obviously Jason was battling cancer, and it was a pretty serious situation. And dude, raise the glass to Mr. Jason
Yeah,
Myrtetus.
congratulations
Freaking
on
beat
fighting
cancer,
through it.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, God bless you,
Congratulations,
man.
Jason.
thanks, man. It was
that's great
it's not
stuff.
something that it wasn't a fight I wanted.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you go, I like to pick a fight. Where are you going? I'm going to pick.
I'm going to
fight.
pick a fight.
You know, William Wallace. I wasn't looking to pick that fight. And it's weird because like when you get it and when I went public with it, like you get so many messages from people and they're like, you know, cancer fucked with the wrong guy, or you know, you got this and blah blah blah. I will tell you, there are times when it felt like it fucked with the right guy and it felt like I didn't have it. You know what I mean? Like it'll bring you to your knees. And it did to me on many occasions. So
Yeah.
it was a calendar year I'll never forget. Changed me a lot. But you know, I'm on the right side of the grass, as Edzo likes to say, and we keep moving forward and take a lot of lessons from it. That's for sure. I live a lot different now than I did before, not only because of my shitting habits, but because of like what I can eat and what I can't eat, and fatigue, and I still got neuropathy in my feet, but I'm alive, so that's what matters, you know. And I'm gonna
Amen.
keep pushing like crazy, and you know, hope it never returns. And I've kind of made it a calling in my life for people to advocate for themselves when they don't feel right, because I didn't do that.
Yeah, I was
so
going to
don't-
say. Yeah,
don't want
I
people
remember.
go down that same road that I went down out of just pure stubbornness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. No, I mean that was what I was going to say. I remember reading about it and how you said that there was a time where you didn't feel great, but you held off, whether it was out of like fear of finding out what it was, or whether it was just the stubbornness, or it'll be fine, I'll shake it off type
Being
mentality. Being a
It was
man,
being
yeah.
a man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it, right? Like
Yeah.
part of the aging process, or
Yeah, squirt a Windex.
yeah,
exactly.
you know, and you know, I have 3 kids. I'm busy as hell.
Right.
I'm just going, I really don't have time to be sick, you know. I just got to
Right.
push through it. And I did that for about 18 or 20 months. And it just got progressively worse. And when I popped upstairs at 4:45 in the morning one day and said to my wife, I don't know what you want to do about the kids today, but you need to take me to the ER now. And she was
Yeah.
like, why? And I'm like, I'll explain in the car. She didn't even know. But
Oh wow.
yeah, and I was in really bad shape at that point and just trying to push through it as best I could. And it got to a point just where I couldn't do it anymore. And I had a colonoscopy scheduled for February that I had scheduled back in August. I still have like 3 of those Cologuard poop boxes in my garage that I never shit in. You know, if you guys need one, I got a couple. But I wouldn't even do that.
We're all
Like, I
getting
wouldn't
kind
even
of
like,
the- we're all close to that age, so yeah, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah,
I,
I mean,
wouldn't
I-
even shit in a box and send it in the mail. You know, like
Yeah.
I was just in total denial.
Yeah, and your situation, and I remember like telling you, and you and I exchanged quite a few texts over this battle, and it's funny, you bring up, you got this, and I remember texting that to you, and I'm like, I don't, it's one of those situations you're like, I'm trying to give words of encourement.
Yeah, you
And I
don't
know
know what to
he's
say. Yeah,
Yeah, and I know he's getting that from everybody. You got this fight, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's, Twitter and everything, and you're just like, man, fuck, like, dude, you're gonna beat this. You're gonna beat this. You're gonna beat this. And but you're the only one who really knew what you were going through. I mean, honestly, and obviously you're your closest doctors, and but from the outside, I mean, it's just like, fuck, he's gonna do this. He's gonna do this, and I know you were battling, dude, because you were pretty candid with a lot of your posts. You know, you would go through your details go through detailed and you know what you were really going through, and I was like, fuck, man, he's battling this not only physically but mentally, and this has been a battle, and thank God. I mean, you know, you had a great support system, man. Your wife, your kids, and obviously people around hockey and us and everyone else, man. You had a fantastic support system to kind of, if it really helped you push through, you know, they say that.
Did.
You know?
It did.
But,
dude, I'm a strength in numbers guy, you know. And you know, when I was, the doctor first told me that I had it, and you know, I was trying to figure out, you know, what do I do, and I was already talking about it, about my health issues prior to being diagnosed, that I was having some issues, and because I've always been very transparent on the air, you know, to a degree. There's some things obviously that I keep private with my family, but I've always been, you know, with the struggles of parenting or whatever it is. I think people identify with it, and I learned early in my career, like you just got to be like authentic. You can't be fake. There's so much fake people out there, and it's just so phony and disingenuous. So when I got the diagnosis, I was like, okay, you know, what am I going to do with this? The first thing you think of when they tell you have it, you literally put yourself in a box. You got yourself in a coffin, and you're like, shit, do I have everything in order? You know, like, and my wife thought the same thing. She's like, oh my God, like how am I going to do this with the kids and, you know, the house and everything without my husband and their dad? You know, you immediately go to that mind, you know, that headspace right away. But you got to get out of it. And for me, like the big thing was I had to assign a purpose to it, like, or I would have just crawled in a hole and withered away. So I figured right away, you know, my dad died of cancer. I was like, you know, I got to do something with this, that I got to take more from the cancer than it's going to take from me, whether it takes my life or not. And that was my calling card, you know, just create as much awareness as possible, warning people not to do what I did, to not have to go through what I was going through at that time, and ultimately I went through. But I will tell you, you know, there were recoveries from chemo treatments. There was one where I didn't leave my bedroom for 11 days. You know, I had to wear gloves around the house because of the cold sensitivity. There was no way I could reach in the refrigerator and grab a soda.
Oh my God.
You know, there was a thing that I was surprised about called first bite with the one chemo I was on. So the first bite, whether I took a bite of a saltine cracker or a veal parm, didn't matter, right? It wasn't about flavor. The first bite, your jaw would just lock for 45 seconds. And you're in a worse pain ever. Then you could eat the rest of your meal totally fine. Made no sense to me. I had to eat with plastic flatware because the forks and spoons, the metal ones, were too cold. So yeah, it was dicey for a while there. I mean, there were times where, you know, my blood counts were really low and it didn't look good, you know, and I'll tell you too, like, you know, there were times where I hoped that I fell asleep for a nap and didn't wake up.
Yeah.
That's where that's how bad it is. That chemo is, I mean, they're killing you, but you got to survive that and hope it just kills the cancer.
It was stage 3B.
Yeah, so they stage you in 3 ways. So I was stage 3B, and that's basically because of the size of the tumor that I had, which was larger than 5 centimeters, but just under 7. And it was in my sigmoid descending colon. And then they do L, and I was L2, which is for lymph node involvement. And then they do M. If you have an M and a number next to it, you're stage 4 automatic, because that means metastasis. It's spread. I was lucky. With all the denial and the 18 to 20 months of, you know, mine was M0. So that, you know, that's an enormous difference. So I was very thankful, obviously, for that. And I figured, you know, a lot of people, you know, get their diagnosis and they go right away and they have M4, you know, metastatic to their liver or their, you know, lungs or brain, whatever it might be, right? And I didn't have that. So I was like, okay, that's what I got. That's my purpose here, to put it out there. And, you know, it's weird because now, this is you know, when you find out you're clean and I'm cancer free, like, it's really strange, because you would think it's like, you're like, fuck yeah, you know, pumping your fist. Not at all. First of all, you feel a massive amount of guilt, because you know so many people that had it, and for some reason they may have had the same thing I had, same treatment, but they passed away. So you feel really guilty about that. And then the other part is like now, as I'm here, like feeling better and better and better, I'm glad I got it. I'm glad it was me because I can hopefully prevent other people from getting it by having a platform. And I have stacks of emails, DMs, messages from people that I've never met them saying, hey, you know, because you told your story, I went and got a colonoscopy. They found a polyp, it was precancerous, or they found nothing, but whatever. There's people that there was one guy that was staged at 3B that went and got it because I told my story. So those things make me in a way glad that I got it so that I could help prevent a bulk of people from getting it in some way.
Joey here from Drunk Phils fans. Glad to see Jason on the show. Hi from John, Drunk Phils fans. Mike on Drunk Phils fans.
He's going through it, man. He's going through it right now, too.
Joey's going through it right now.
I'm in touch with him quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and Mike on Drunk Phils fans always at the end of every show. Hey, go get the colonoscopy. Go do it.
Dude, I was scared of that, like the colonoscopy. I'm like, they're not sticking a camera in my ass. You know, we got a lot of pride. We're thinking like if they're going to shove a Polaroid up there, you know, like this big bulky camera. You know, that's what. And I was afraid to get.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesus, I needed that prep. You know, like when I did the prep, it was like an out of body experience. There was like a piece of hubba bubba that I swallowed in fourth grade.
I sit out a nickel from 1977.
Yeah, they always said don't swallow your gum. It finally came out. I was like, that piece of gum came out. And it was like, I've been in here since '87. I'm like, finally, you got rid of me. And that was a whole nother experience. Yeah, the prep sucks, but frankly, it felt pretty good after to get all that toxins and all that crap out of your body. But the procedure is like a breeze. I enjoyed it. I mean, the propofol is like, that's the bomb, you know?
So Jason, I got a question for you. So maybe this worked better for you because you had a lot of connections because of sports and you have a lot of like medical professionals that you probably run into more so than maybe a normal person. But how was your initial diagnosis? Was it accurate? Did they give you the right treatment from the start? Because I hear so many different stories and so many different times where there was opportunity to get on the right track more quickly. And, you know, I know, you know, with where I'm working and kind of the industry that I'm in, there's times where there's all these different companies that are kind of hitching themselves to like insurance programs that offer like cancer advocacy and offer like medical doctors that walk you through what the next steps are and sometimes have more knowledge because that's all that they do than even like a doctor or something. So I'm just wondering if what your experience was with that.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of people that deal with that where, you know, they get a second opinion and, you know, the other guy's got a different treatment plan, or maybe you qualify if you're stage 4 and, you know, what the treatment you're getting is not working for a trial. That's the case a lot for some people. For me, you know, I had my everything done through Penn Medicine. That was my medical provider, and they're right here in Westchester too. And, you know, I was referred by the guy who did my colonoscopy to my doctor, Dr. Altman, who's an oncologist. And he was just straightforward with me the whole time. I just really trusted him right away, you know, and he broke it down in terms that I would understand. Here's what you have. Here's what you're dealing with. Here's what we want to do based on, and they were really aggressive with my treatment because of my age. You know, I was 52 when I was diagnosed. So that, you know, by their term, that's young. There's a lot of life ahead of me. And because of my relative fitness by their standards, I could handle a very aggressive treatment strategy. So, you know, they threw the kitchen sink and some more at me to be really aggressive and like, let's kick the shit out of this thing. And, you know, he very forthcoming on, you know, the possible side effects that I would deal with. Some of them I did, some of them I didn't. Everybody's different. But no, they were right on point. Everything that they said was going to happen and the timelines of everything was pretty much spot on. And, and I went from, the oncologist to a radiologist. And then, I had a break after chemo, after 4 months of chemo. I ended chemo on April 24th. And then about 6 or 7 weeks later, I started a chemo pill, which I took 4 in the morning and 4 at night. And then I would go and get radiation 5 days a week. So that was a whole nother ball game of different side effects and everything. But yeah, they were all incredible. And like the nurses I went to the Abramson Cancer Center outside of Chester County Hospital to get my chemo infusions. And that's where my oncologist was. So I would go there every other Thursday. I would go. I have a port in my chest that they would do my infusions through so they didn't just kill my veins and me look like a heroin addict. So I would go and they would draw blood and flush my port. Then I would go downstairs. I would meet with my oncologist. Then I'd go back upstairs, wait for a chair, and get my chemo infusion. So I'd get an infusion for about 3 hours while I was there. And then they would unhook me from that, flush the port again. Then they would hook me up to another chemo that I left with. And I had like a little fanny pack I carried around for 46 hours. It's called 5FU. And then a nurse would come to my house on Saturday and unhook me from that. So I was getting, the first one was called oxaliplatin, which is the one that really fucks you up. And then the 5FU was for 46 hours. And when they would come and unhook me, all the steroids and anti-nausea meds were not going into you anymore. So about an hour later, you just be dead, shot.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm doing the Flyers game today from home at 1:00 on a Saturday. She'd unhook me at 10. By 12:30, I'm texting Smitty going, dude, I can't do it. And I would literally sleep from noon that day until 4:00 Sunday afternoon.
Oh my God.
Like get up to
Wow.
piss a couple times. That was about it. And
Jesus.
like
and this was every 2 weeks.
yeah, and that's the part that and it's worse. Everyone is worse than the one before because it's cumulative. Your body's beat up, your white blood cells are going down. They're constantly tweaking it, like how much they're giving you of this or that, based on your blood results. But like the first one I got home that night and I puked all over the place. The second one I got really nauseous, but I didn't puke. And then nausea wasn't a problem. We kind of got a handle on that with the medicines. We're changing them to help that. But just, I mean, I don't even know how to describe like what you feel like. Other than the only way I can compare it to anything is like, when you get like the most wicked flu you've ever had and you're sick as a dog, like you can't do shit. And then all of a sudden you start feeling better. Like you're like, oh man, I'm starting to feel better. Thank God. Right. And you're getting better incrementally every day. As soon as I got to that point, I had to go back in and do it again.
Fuck. Yeah.
And then start to feel better again. And then I had to do it again. And when you do this lather, rinse, repeat thing, that's what just fucks with you mentally. You're like,
you know what's coming. You're like,
You just want to skip one. You just like, can I just skip one because I'm feeling better. Like I don't really need it. I'll be okay. Yeah.
Can I have a week to just like do something? Like get out of the house a little bit. I didn't drive for 5 weeks at one point. I got my car at one point. I was like, how do I even drive? And like I said, I didn't leave the bedroom on number 7, which I was warned about from Edzo. He just said, he called me when I was diagnosed and gave me some advice. And he said, number 7. And I said, well, what is that? He said, you'll know when you know. And the 7th treatment, it's like your body lets up. It's like, okay, I got one more after this. And for some reason, that one just beat the dick off me. I mean, I remember like being on the floor in the fetal position, wanting to die. I literally set a timer on my cell phone for 30 minutes one day, and my wife let me do it, and I melted down. And she wasn't there going, "You're going to be okay." None of that. It was she just let me go. And when the alarm went off at 30 minutes, I said, "Okay, fuck this, back in the fight."
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah,
Joey.
Well, Jason, you sharing your whole journey, man. It was truly inspiring, truly. And well done, man. Well done.
Yeah, I'm still dealing with some stuff now. I get graphic about it. I tell people because like it ain't pretty. Like there's a lot of people messaging me like, "What were your symptoms?" I'm like, I'm not going to put them out on Twitter, but I'll DM you if you really want it. But it ain't going to be pretty.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And still no. I mean, I'll tell you guys this story right now. I don't give a shit. I got no dignity left when it comes to this stuff. You know, I still have like walls of fatigue and stuff that I hit, but I will tell you that about 4 weeks ago, I was at a Flyers game, had my press meal at 5:00, like we always do with the broadcasters. Went upstairs and watching the first period. There's about 12 minutes left in the period. I'm like, oh, I think I got a shit. And I don't get much notice, and I don't have much of ability to hold it because of all the damage that's been done to my insides from the treatment and the radiation. So I go into the press bathroom, and there's one shitter in there, and somebody's in it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm like, okay, I can't wait. I got to find somewhere else. So I leave the press box, and I'm going to another one. And I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going, oh, I'm really not going to make it, I don't think. And I get in there, and the shitters are full in there.
Oh.
And I'm standing there, and I'm like,
Oh, fuck.
there's nothing I can do now. It's game on. And I'm like, I could literally jack my pants down, put my ass up against a urinal, and just shit in it. But the first thing that goes into my head is, fuck, I'm a public figure. What if some fan walks in here and sees me ass up to a fucking urinal shitting in it?
That's why everybody poops.
Yeah, not like that. It was like Megan McCarthy and Bridesmaids.
This ain't the vet.
The urinal deuce.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I shit my pants. I bring extra pants and wipes and everything. I had to clean myself up for 25 minutes.
Yeah, you're in that position, man. Like you literally had no other option.
Yeah, I shit myself on a ride home from a game one night and had to like put my pants in the back. I drove home with my regular clothes on and no pants. If a cop would have pulled me over, I'd have been like, sorry, dude. I ain't like some freak like walking around trying to show my donkey to people. My shitted pants are in the back, you know?
Yeah, right, exactly. It's not like you're walking around with them prancing around and, acting like nothing happened.
That's terrible, man.
It's
Shannon here. Jason, thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm sorry you had to go through this, but thank you for fighting and being able to make other people aware. That's my sister, actually. And Joey from Drunk Phil's fans, he has so everything looks good for him so far. He has another colonoscopy on Monday. Doctor says it looks very good. He said he has 4 treatments left and CT scans. So here's glasses up for Joey, man. Hope he for John from Drunk Phil fans. So
yeah, he's in the middle of it right now.
Yeah,
and I know exactly where he's at. And people will message him and probably say, "Hey, man, just checking on you. You don't have to get back to me or don't call me back. Don't worry about it." I was calling everybody back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are like, "Yeah, you didn't have to call me back." And I'm like, dude, do you realize how isolating this is?
Yeah.
First of all, there's a ton of avoidance. People avoid you because
they don't know what to say. Yeah.
They don't want to get you sick. They don't know what to say. They don't want to see you like that. I mean, I looked horrible. I looked like the Crypt Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 145 pounds. I couldn't sit on a regular bench. I had no ass. I was like sitting on the bones of my ass.
Yeah.
Right. And I just looked, I was like gray, no color. And I get it. Like, you don't know what to say. You don't know what to do. So you avoid it. And like, I totally understand it. Don't hold it against anybody. But I would call people back. I talked on the phone more during that time when I was getting chemo than probably like when I was trying to chase tail in high school on the phone, before we had cell phones, So I would call people back and it wasn't talking just about like what was going on with me health wise, just to shoot the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just anything.
Yeah.
Talk about anything but what you're going through.
Yeah, the best advice I can give people to have people around them, friends, family, whatever, that are going through it is this. Everybody says, what can I do? What can I do to help? The best thing you can do, don't even ask, just do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My next door neighbor, I've lived next to him for a long time. He knows every spring I go out there, I weed the beds, mulch them, make it look real good, all that shit. I came home one day and all my fucking beds were done. Didn't even tell me. He paid somebody to come out here and did all my flower beds.
Wow.
And
That's
didn't
awesome.
tell me or nothing. And I was like,
That
is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
That's awesome.
It made me feel awesome because the beds were driving me fucking crazy, but I know I couldn't do anything about it.
Right.
I didn't have the strength. So yeah, just, don't even ask. Just drop off a meal or whatever, pop over and just hang out. Because a lot of times when you're sick, everybody treats you like you're sick and you don't want to be treated like you're sick all the time. So that's one of the big things.
Chris from Philly mentioned earlier that he was, basically saying, congratulations on the way. Well, maybe congratulations is the right way to say it, but like, it was really cool what the Flyers did for you, doing the puck drop. You shared with me the video, of the kind of behind the scenes leading up to it, which was awesome. They, again, like I said to you, they do such a great job. They are such a world-class organization, especially when it comes to things like this. And they completely 100% nailed it with one of their own with you. And what was that whole experience like for you, man? Because I know it had to be like rewarding, but at the same time, it probably felt a little weird, maybe.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said in the one video when they did the pre-interview with me, I'm like, if you would have asked me a year ago, like, would I be here doing this? Of course not. Like, I wasn't diagnosed yet. And I wasn't allowing the C word to come into my, into my subconsciousness at that point. I was saying like, I probably, maybe it's Crohn's or maybe it's ulcerative colitis or IBS, getting older, whatever, bacterial infection. So I wasn't there. But when they called me and asked me about it, they said, it's coming up in about a month, and we're talking about what we're going to do and who's going to drop the puck, and organizationally, we want you to do it. We'd like to ask you if you'd be interested in doing it. So I said, okay. I said, well, let me think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, absolutely. I'd be honored to do it. And it was surreal to be in that spot. And, just kind of like, that's why I wanted my doctors out there with me. Like I was going to bring my family out, but I'm like, I want them to experience it from in the building kind of thing. But I wanted my doctors out there because I don't think that they get the recognition that they deserve.
That's really cool.
How they do that job. Like, how do you do that job? I mean, come on, dealing with people at their worst, and they were so graceful and, provide you with as much dignity and information and expertise as they can. So I wanted them out there with me, not to mention they're huge Flyer fans too, but it was a really surreal experience. A lot of people were like, how'd you hold it together? I was crying watching it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everybody kept saying to me before, you nervous? You nervous? I'm like, no, I'm not nervous. I've jumped on the ice 1,000 times in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep asking me, I'm starting to get fucking nervous. So stop. But cool. and I kind of treated it lighthearted to keep myself sane about it too. And it was cool. It was Braden Shen, who was the captain, who I know very well from his time here. Yeah. And I was commanded by Konechny to chirp him. When I'm walking down the bench going out, TK's leaning over and he's saying something to me. And he's telling me, you better fucking chirp Shen. And he had texted me before and told me that. So when I was walking off, you see me look over towards the St. Louis bench. And I go, yo, Shenner, fucking head up, buddy. I said, TK's got you in the corner tonight. Fucking head up. And he just looks over and he just starts laughing. And he came back over to me.
That's great.
Yeah. And then as I'm going to the bench, TK's like, fucking well done. So,
and all the players are giving you high fives, which was cool. And like, like I'll say it here. I didn't really put it out publicly, but they made a $10,000 donation to my GoFundMe. The players did.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice. That's
yeah. Awesome. I mean, as soon as I announced it, I got a text message immediately from Sanheim. And, an hour after I announced it, I was in the grocery store and I get a phone call from Dan Hilferty, whatever you need. He worked in the medical field too. And, Danny and Jonesy, who I've known forever. Just everybody in the entire organization was
so cool.
Because, I had to tap out a few times. There was times where I was planning on doing the game from home and I couldn't because I just didn't have the energy or, I was just too sick or I had to tap out of some pods.
And they worked with you, right? Like they were 100%
totally cool.
behind. Yeah.
Yeah, it was their whole thing was whatever you do, just concentrate on getting better. And like, that's a big thing when you're sick. You already feel guilty that you're sick and you're putting so many people out that have to take care of you. And, you're worried about your job and the things that you do to put food on your table. And they made that not a worry, which was enormous.
That's huge. Yeah, that's huge.
And then the other guy I gotta mention, You're not here anymore, but it's Torts.
Yeah.
Who I don't know why he and I got along the way we did. I really don't. From the first time when he first got hired, I sat down with him for a sit-down interview for about a half hour, and then we talked for an hour after. I don't know. We just jived right away, and I did a podcast with him. And every week I would get a text from Torts every week, but it wasn't like, "Hey man, like hang in there, keep pushing." It was, "You got treatment tomorrow?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And he'd be like, "I better not hear that you fucked it up." Like he was hard.
Yeah.
Like, go in there, you better not fuck it up. And for some reason he knew that was the way maybe I needed to be coached hard or something, and I talked to him 2 weeks ago. He called me out of the blue, still checking on me,
That's awesome.
And having that support from him who I admire so much too, was huge for me. Guys like Edzo, who
That's great.
went through it, and hearing from guys all over the league, and it was remarkable. It's so humbling to go through all that and the puck drop and everything else. I don't know that I've even fully processed all of it yet.
It was crazy.
Like Hexy was a guy that would text me quite a bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was after Hextall was gone, and he's texting you and checking.
Oh, well.
In. Yeah.
When I got fired from radio in 2019 on Halloween, after I announced that publicly, I was doing the dishes in the house, and an hour later, my phone rang. It was him.
So cool, man.
We see these guys and he's an asshole or whatever. That's the way they present themselves as a professional figure, but a lot of them ain't like that behind the scenes.
Well, and Torts, he's big in the animals, and he's a big animal.
We had that shared interest.
Yeah,
I mean, he seems like a tough coach, but he doesn't seem like a genuinely bad person.
He's a really good human. He's a complicated coach.
Right.
That's the best way to put it. He's got some old habits that die hard. He has evolved, but he truly cares about his players and the people he works with and that are around him. And I felt it all the time. I told him the other day, I said, "So what are you doing? Are you going to coach again or what?" He's like, "If I don't get another job, my wife's going to fucking kill me." I said, "Well, you're going to the Olympics, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm coaching with Sully at the Olympics," which is cool because he was, he was a protege of mine. Now I'm going to work with him and blah, blah, blah. And I said, "Well, you got a hell of a team going over there with Team USA. You don't come back with gold. I'm saying you fucked it up."
Yeah, right.
He just started laughing his ass off.
It was funny last night.
Fair play.
During the Flyers game, he's doing the post game and in the middle of the intermissions and stuff. He's doing the commentary
for ESPN, yeah.
And it was funny because I was thinking about you telling me about him texting you all and all that stuff, and I'm just watching him, and I'm like, I just look at him a different way than I used to. I just I always thought he was a hard-nosed guy, a prick, yeah. And then when you texted me that about
I think I probably sent you
a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were like, "Dude, he's reached out to me I'm like, wow. And I immediately okay, he's not what he perceives to be. Where perception of him is. So that really changed.
Definitely is not always reality, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
what about Talk? Have you developed any kind of relationship with Talkit?
Well, I've known Talk for a really long time. 25 years.
Of course you have.
When he was in between jobs, he was when I was running WIP, he was coming in and doing some shows there, worked for me. So yeah, I've known him a really long time. Did some TV with him back in the day, like in 2010. I think we did a bunch of TV stuff together. So yeah, I've known him a long time. Yeah, he's a great guy. Salt of the earth, and I just interviewed him 2 days ago, and we started out the interview, and that's the first thing he brings up. Be like, hockey fights, guys. I think it was great. I said, "Did you hear my message when I was coming back through the line?" He goes, "Yeah, I heard it." Way to put the pressure on me, because I said, "Boys, I expect nothing else but a fucking win tonight."
Yep.
He goes, "Yeah, I heard it. Way to put the pressure on me."
So
he's great. He's a good man.
The players are definitely responding to him. That's for sure.
Yeah, they are. There's no question about it. They've really bought in quick to what he wants to do, and it's big departure from what they were doing. So you got to get that buy-in first, and guys willing to, you like structure in hockey is one of those things and systems. Like people go, well, it's just a system. No, to a coach, it's religion. Like you can't live in the religion all the time because the sport is a flow sport and there's variables. But there's certain things you got to do all the time. Mm-hmm. And those guys have really bought into it.
So, Jason, do you think that they needed Torts to kind of transition them to somebody like Tocchet?
Absolutely. I think that his role in this rebuild eventually by most fans will be recognized for how important it was, because the organization at the time under old leadership, and we know, Dave Scott, Valerie Camillo, and a lot of the old traditions went out the window. And what Toc did when he came in, like there was something I heard after Keith Yandel's season here. He was on Spit and Chicklets after that, and he was asked about his experiences of his year in Philly. And he said it was the most fun I ever had playing in the NHL. I think they won 26 games that year, and it pissed me off to no end. I sat there and said, you should have been fucking miserable being that bad. They finished like 7th or 8th, and they sucked. Yeah. And he had the best time of his NHL career. I go, there's something really wrong here. So Toc came in, and what he did is, I say, he just walked around with a full-length mirror, made everybody look at it, made everybody accountable again, have some freaking pride. You know what I mean? He reinstilled he called it a standard, but he reinstilled an accountability factor. And what he did was, it wasn't accountability for some, it was accountability for all. And it didn't matter how long you played, how good you've been, how much you're getting paid, none of that stuff. It was accountability is for all, or it's for no one. And he stuck to that. And that was a huge, important step to getting this thing moving in the right direction now under Jonesy and Danny, to bring this thing back the way it was supposed to be. Should have never left. It did. It takes a long time to build something. It doesn't take long to knock it down.
Yeah. They're playing hard for him. There's still some things
Brazilian bastards, ain't they?
Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's still some things that they're kind of like making you want to, questions things like their power play. It's improving, but they're still not great at the power play.
That'll come.
Optically, it looks way better, right?
Yeah.
Last year you see it, and I needed one of those old airplane barf bags. I was like, Jesus Christ, what this looks like Pee-wee hockey. Like they can't even get in the zone and get set up. It was so bad.
I mean, even last night though, like I think they only mustered one shot on the power play and 3 chances. I think they had something like that. But
you got to realize this: teams now in today's NHL, and this goes both ways, are defending the middle of the ice so much better, and teams aren't shooting from the outside anymore because they're just cookies for a goalie. That's why you see shot volume way down, and it's also why you see save percentages 4 or 5 years ago. The top guys at 925, 930. League average is 895 now.
Yeah.
For save percentage. Why? Because they're not just throwing cookies at goalies anymore because it's dumb. It just kills plays. It's about high danger.
You got me saying, shoot the puck.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Well, sometimes that's not the smart play. Like Kevin Hayes would take so many ill-advised shots. You'd have a team hemmed in, then he'd be on a sharp angle and throw it into the goalie's glove. Then face off. There's all you
go to face off.
On.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
what are you doing, dude? You got to up the IQ of the shot. If you're going to take that shot, you can't put it in his glove or his chest. You got to POP him, put it puck on pad, pass off the pad. The way to create goals, clear-sighted shots are stopped about 9.98 save percentage. High danger, 855. Cross ice pass below the dots, one-timer. That's like a 790 save percentage on those. That's just a way harder save for a goalie. You got to move. You got to open up. There's a lot. Not all shots are created equal.
So do you think? I'm sorry, Mike. Do you think that's a part of the reason why the Flyers, like their defensemen, and I was going to ask you this anyway. It's a perfect segue for it. Defensemen, I think they're one of the last in the league in defenseman goals. They just don't take the shots from the
perimeter.
From the point in the perimeter, I guess, because of this, they're trying to plan other ways of getting the puck to the net. You think that's a part of it, or you think maybe it's just maybe a combination of maybe they just don't have the guys to do it? I mean, they do. I mean, Sanheim, we know, can shoot it. And
I mean, how the pass he made, to Zegras cross.
It was fantastic. I mean, yeah,
phenomenal play. But like he had three options there. So he's migrating to the left side of the ice as a left shot, right? He gets probably 2 feet from the boards, 4 feet above the top of the circle. He's got Tippett net front being defended by a Vegas defender. So that's we'll call it the layered screen for a goalie. Makes it way harder because to look around, it's more mass. And you want to shade to the short side in that situation because that's the shortest route from where the puck is to the back of the net. And there's more traffic in the middle, less of an opportunity for the puck to actually make it to the net. Then you had another guy, you had Konechny, who was in the mid-high slot with another Vegas defender. And you had the backdoor play, which developed for Zegras. What's the highest percentage scoring chance? The backdoor play. You got to thread that pass across to do it. The layered screen, decent opportunity, and maybe a rebound for either Tippett, Konechny, or crashing on the weak side from Zegras, or the cross-ice pass to Zegras for a one-timer into a yawning net, which is what happened. So, yeah,
that pass was fantastic, though. That pass was disgusting. On the money, yeah.
And, I don't know that he saw him because he didn't pass to a stationary target. He wasn't there when the pass was shot. He passed it to a spot where he knew Zegras was going. How does that happen? That's coaching. That's something they've worked on. We got to have the weak side guy driving the far post. Sanheim knew it, do it to the spot. Zegras was there and pounded it.
Anticipate where the shooter will be.
Zegras is one. I mean, honestly, in the past few years, Zegras has been one of the best signings they have made in a long time. I mean, honestly,
what they gave up for him. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I can find you 38 Ryan Palings at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like nothing against Pales, but to get a guy with
it's
his
a steal.
skill set, and he just needed to change his scenery. Dude has bought in here like you wouldn't believe too. I had preconceived notions of him. He was in Anaheim. I didn't see a ton of him. I knew he was a highly skilled player. I thought he was also, an Instagram player, all sizzle, no steak.
The only thing I knew about him was the shootouts. That's the only thing I knew about him.
Yeah,
was that
the wizardry, right?
Right.
But what I see in him now that I see him day to day close up, I see a very willing defender, a guy who will defend in the D zone. Not going to be a great defender ever. It's not his game, but a very willing defender, a deft passer, and a guy that is not afraid of big moments at all, which is why he is 68% in his career in shootouts.
Yeah.
And he's got an arsenal of moves that are disgusting.
So, he don't miss.
Yeah. I mean, it's
close to automatic.
Jason, I think you brought up a good point. I guess I didn't really realize it because I'm looking at the save percentages and I'm seeing in the 800s. And I'm like, that's terrible. They're
that was sending you down to the AHL 2 years ago.
Right. And that's what I'm looking at. And I'm like, and I'm looking at the Flyers. I'm like, well, why are we excited about this guy? Like, oh, he's standing on his head. It's like, he's got an 800 save percentage. And like, knowing 895 is average.
Yep.
That says a lot.
You'll have an outlier like Hellebuck last year. It was 925, right? That'll be an outlier. But the average now is going to be below 900. And it's going to be interesting because goalies are used to volume, and the goalies that I will tell you guys, it's harder to play well as a goalie when you see 19 shots in a game than it is to see 33. And you go,
you get into a rhythm.
Yeah, you're touching the puck. You feel more connected to the game, and you get those cookies that are just confidence builders. You don't see it like Villadar in the game against Vegas. He sees 3 shots in the first period. The one they score, though, is a breakaway. He stopped. The third shot of the period was another breakaway that he made a save on. So, again, it's never about quantity. It's always about quality for a goal.
He's at 900 right now. Literally.
Yeah. I mean,
he's been awesome this year.
Literally won them many games this year. I mean, he's been unbelievable. since he got that hip fixed, his lateral movement is so much more explosive. Like how good he is low. Like you saw the save he makes low with his right pad on Eichel on a pass out of the corner, and then a low to high play from Eichel to Barbashev, a right pad save. You know, those are low to high plays are a nightmare for a goalie because you're looking back, you don't know what's back there and where he's going with it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to react quick, and he's been right on it. His play reading's good. He uses his size to his advantage, doesn't take too much ice. The more you come out away from your net and take ice, the further you got to travel when you move laterally.
And he doesn't panic.
No,
there was a play, I think it was in the second period yesterday, where the Flyers lost the puck behind the net, and he knew it. He didn't freak out. He stayed in position, and he just watched. And he goes, okay. And then he kind of trusted his guys to get it, to take care of it. And they did, and they got it out of the zone. He's like, all right. And I watched him. I'm like, he's not freaking out. He's not going side to side. He just kind of stays stationary and went, let's see what happens.
Yeah, he's letting the play come to him. He's reading. And like the guys that you see in the league, and this has been going on for a long time, 15, 20 years, the guys you see in the league that make these crazy acrobatic saves, that doesn't mean they're a better goalie. That's a self-inflicted wound. You took too much ice, and you got to dive to get back. Guys like Quick Quick was great, but Marc-Andre Fleury was a guy earlier in his career, took a ton of ice, so he was constantly like going into desperation.
Yeah,
he's very under control, and he's a big guy, so he can use that size by staying deep in his net and having to move less space to move. And that just makes you way more efficient. The less you move, the less everything else opens up. The arms come away from the body. The 5-hole opens, all that stuff.
What do you think about Hasek?
I was going to say, yeah, Hasek's the one that's the highlight saves, but like was always perceived to be always out of position.
Well, I mean, I'll put it to you this way, because, you know, I was playing still when he was coming in. And as goalies, you know, at youth levels or whatever, you see guys and you're like, oh, I'm going to do that. You know, Patty Waugh was doing the butterfly. So the butterfly became huge at all levels because it was successful. And you saw guys like Marty Brodeur or guys that started playing the puck or whatever it might be. I never saw a guy that tried to imitate Dominik Hasek because it made no freaking sense.
He was the most unorthodox goalie, yeah.
I mean, a guy would come in on a breakaway and he would just fall down and barrel roll. Where's that goalie? Like, well, how do you even think? I think the shooter was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" And he just shoves it right into his belly
as he's doing it.
But the other thing about him is he was a fierce competitor. You know, like he would do anything to get any kind of equipment or flesh between the puck and the back of the net.
Yeah,
and that's why he was great. And he was so unpredictable. Like, you had no clue what he was going to do.
I'm just thinking
I don't think he had a clue. He just did it.
An army crawl going towards a breakaway.
Yeah, like it was insane.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I mean, you'd watch him and you'd be like, how am I going to imitate this guy? Like, there's no way.
You were going to ask something, Mike. Sorry.
No, that was it.
But so Vladar, like, I'm not going to lie, I didn't know much about him before the Flyers got him. Like, is this who he is? Like,
it's not who he's been. I mean, it's not who he's been. The most games he's ever played in the season was 30. That was last year. Because he was a backup. His deployment was really tough. I mean, his last 11 games were on the road, and 4 or 5 of those last 11 were the second of a back-to-back, and he performed really well. Since he had the hip fixed, you see a different goalie. The hips are everything for a goalie. And he was always a guy that they thought of that had a high pedigree, but they weren't sure it could be a number one because he couldn't stay healthy. And he ran into some tough situations. He's in Boston, and they had Swayman and Omark. So they traded him. He goes to Calgary, and then all of a sudden Dustin Wolf comes out of nowhere to be on the Calder ballot. And he's not going to be the goalie of the future there at 27, 28 years old. So he figures, I'll sign here and I'll come in and I'll compete for everything I get. He's got a great attitude. He's not entitled at all. And he's been aces.
Yeah. Jason,
sustainable? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the big question.
Like, that's where you're at. Like, do you re-sign him?
Well, he signed for 2 years, so you don't have to worry about it. You got
it was 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, he signed a 2-year deal. So that kind of times up with the development of Bjarnason, who's with the Phantoms, and with Igor Zavragan, who's in the KHL doing great. So you got to see how that plays out, where Airson is in the equation at that point too.
All right.
I think Sam's game's really coming around now. I think he's been healthy and been able to string a few good games together. So I think he's feeling pretty confident about where he is. And this is when if you have two goalies that can give you a chance to win every night, this is when it now pays off for the Flyers, when this schedule gets 5 games in 8 days, 10 games in 16 days.
Yeah.
When you can roll that, a lot of teams
I was going to say they have they have less games played than a lot of the.
They had like a 3-day break, a 4-day break, and another 3-day break. I'm like, geez, let's get on with this shit. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. They've also had a lot of home games.
Yeah, 2 more home games, and they'll be halfway through their home schedule already, if you can believe that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Saturday and then Vancouver.
Yeah, but then they got that damn Disney on ice break that the Sixers and Flyers are going for, a month straight.
Yeah, they're not going to be. They're not going to California for that trip this year. They're actually going Vancouver, Seattle, Edmonton, and Calgary. So they're doing the Manitoba Clipper.
Close enough.
The Manitoba
No, it's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse than California.
So it's April. Where are the Flyers in your opinion?
In April, they're going to battle for a playoff spot. There's no doubt about it, because I think some of the teams are going to fall. I don't know if they're going to free fall. I don't see that, barring injury, obviously, because they do have talent. And, despite what Konechny with the awful turnover last night, he's a talented player that's going to be productive. He's going to make mistakes. That's just.
I don't think he knew he was behind him last night. I think he was, because the way he was
just
trying
whiffed.
to. Yeah.
You don't want to whiff when Jack Eichel's around, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And if you watch the replay of that goal from behind the net, Mark Stone couldn't have been on a more leisurely drive to the net.
He had an.
I think he had a walker.
Yeah.
Like he didn't take even one power stride. He just coasted from his own blue line in, and they lost him. Couturier lost him, and he just showed up backdoor, and what a hell of a pass from Michael right along the goal line.
I think they were playing for the shoot. I hate to say, because they're never going to admit it. I think they were playing for the shootout last night. I think they were like, we're going to go
playing for it, but yeah, they don't mind going to it.
Yeah, it just looked like they were. Konechny to me looked like he was like, I'm the only one on the ice right now, and then gave that up, and it was like, shit.
Well, that's the problem with the 3-on-3. Yeah. Like he wants to recoil to get fresh legs out there, because you don't want to get caught out and long with all that ice to cover for just 3 guys, and it's a common practice. But he just went to make a little chip pass, and he whiffed on it on bad ice. I mean, the ice is
another
tired.
question. So Quinn Hughes got traded to Minnesota today.
I know, son of a bitch.
Yeah. I was on the thought process of I don't think the Flyers were ready to make that kind of move.
Why?
I feel they should let this year play out. They're going to have more cap space at the end of the year, and see where they're at, see where this year goes. I just don't think it was a time to give up.
Be available next summer.
There's always somebody available.
Yeah, but not Quinn Hughes.
Yeah,
the second best defenseman in the league.
What did they trade? What got traded for him?
Minnesota traded. They sent a hell of a package, and I mean, this is the tough part when you look at it with what Minnesota gave up. They had something the Flyers couldn't give, and that was an NHL center. So that's where Rossi is in on the deal. Marco Rossi's part of it, part of the deal. So they give up a 2026 first, Minnesota, Marco Rossi, Liam Ogren, and that defenseman that the Flyers passed on, Zeev Buim.
Okay.
To get Quinn Hughes. And they don't even know if he's going to extend there after next year.
Right. That's a lot.
It's pretty obvious that he prefers the East Coast, so that's a big package.
Yeah.
And there's a tipping point. Like you always go, well, if we get the best player in the deal, we win the trade. Well, how'd that work out in the Herschel Walker deal? Or how'd that work out even in the Lindros deal?
Yeah.
He was the best player in the deal, but Peter Forsberg's in the Hall of Fame, has a couple of cups.
Yep.
You know,
Forsberg was probably the better player, not at the time, but over the career, you think Forsberg was better?
Not as dominant. No, he wasn't better. Lindros was generational. Forsberg wasn't, but Forsberg was great. Yeah.
I guess I just kind of, didn't see him enough when he was in Colorado, and just looked at the Cups and
he had to play nice.
He had a lot of injury issues too with the foot. And,
yeah.
But yeah, he was a great player.
So Jason, you've been on with us for an hour. I don't want to keep you all night, man.
I got one more for him.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I mean, we talked Flyers and your battle and stuff, but you're a Philly guy. What's quick synopsis of your thoughts on the Eagles?
Yeah, I did radio today with John Marks,
which is great.
I heard you.
Yeah, and we were talking. I have such Jalen Hurts fatigue, because the conversation because we're so reactive to the national media.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like they say something, and we have to react to it, and I'm just so disappointed in sports radio in general.
Yes,
yeah,
because look, I was in it for 20 years, and there was a pivot point for sports radio where it had to evolve, but it evolved the wrong way. It evolved into this hot take bullshit, which I've been very open about and calling people out about it because it's disingenuous.
Right.
Like treat your audience with some fucking respect. This 1 week saying, I remember this over the summer, Joe Giglio saying, the Eagles bats are going to get them knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. And a week later, this Eagles lineup or Phillies lineup is so good that they're going to win the World Series. I'm like, which one is it, dude?
Yeah.
Like, write your shit down, and it's just fake outrage, and it's just horrible to listen to.
Yeah, there's no emotion. There's no
it's the wrong emotion.
There's no genuineness to it.
There's no genuine emotion.
It's just what's going to get the ratings and what's going to get me the most calls and everything.
Yeah, what's going to get the stupid phone to ring?
Well, let's just say
the same
this.
40 idiots that call too, right?
And I'm not just saying this because you're on with us, Jason, and you're on 97.5, but just from us, from the four of us, I think we all agree. When you go back to them next time with Johnny, just say thank you. Just say thank you because that station isn't doing that shit. It's the other one. And I know you can't really say too much, but it's such clickbait bullshit. Actually, Chris, who is on here from Philly, is he's waging war on him. He's doing a tailgate with them on Sunday. He goes, I might get thrown out because I'm not going to hold back. I said, do me a favor and punch that squirrely fucking faced cocksucker in the afternoons right in the fucking mouth. Just do it.
You're talking about Spike, right?
I am.
Where's the key grip?
It could have been any
of them. Yeah,
Joe.
Could have been any of them. But
go over there and punch him in the face really fucking hard.
Fucking hard.
Well, I've known Spike for 25 years. I worked with him at YSP.
Right.
Back in the day, right? Like, I just don't understand the thought process, and
I think
it's selling your soul to the devil.
It's what you said. It's the hot take clicks. And it works because people are outraged and they're listening because they're so angry at them, and then that's what's getting them.
It just causes this whole thing, and it's just toxic to me.
It's a clothesline Spike.
So, but Jason, do you think the Eagles are okay? You think that they're going to be okay then? You don't?
No, I don't. Well, I mean, look at their schedule. It blows down the stretch. I mean, the Raiders 2 wins. They suck out loud.
Right.
And then you have the Commanders twice who've totally quit on their coach. They've shut down their quarterback. Yeah, you got to go to Buffalo. That's tough. But, they're going to make the playoffs. But there's something going on there that, like, what does Nick Sirianni do? I need to find out what he's accountable for. He doesn't call plays. He's supposed to be the CEO, yet I see this team week in and week out with these pre-snap penalties. I look at the numbers and I go, okay, just this past week, this Eagles team had 29 snaps under center or in shotgun. They averaged 3.2 yards per play, 2.2 yards per rush out of shotgun. They ran 9 plays under center. They averaged 12.2 yards and 7.9 rushing yards under center. Why are you not doing it?
Right.
Like, where's the resistance? Does Hurts feel like he can see the field better? Well, he may feel that way, but he doesn't because the numbers don't belie it. So there's something wrong down there. I don't know what it is. I'm not close enough to know. But when something's wrong, I can feel it. and something ain't right, and all the denials that this isn't like 2023, and maybe it's not, but this team's got real issues.
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't feel like.
And the
It
offensive
doesn't
line
feel-
ain't help.
No,
Right, it feels different than 23, but
There's
same-
similarities.
Yeah, because they won a Super Bowl last year, and now you can say
Yeah,
Hurts is the Super Bowl MVP. That's the difference.
All right.
so you think they're probably one and done? Is that your guess?
I think.
Yeah, if they're on the road, yeah, I do.
Well, they're
I-
not going to be on the road. They're going to win the division, so they're going to play
They'll
at
host the
home.
game. Yeah.
You know, unless they really crap the bed and somehow the Cowboys can win it, but that tie hurts them so much. So they'll be at home. But yeah, I mean, depends who they play.
If they beat Vegas and the Commanders twice, they're automatically they're
automatically.
gonna catch them. So
Yeah, you win 3 out of the 4, it's locked. There's no math that can save any other team. So yeah, I don't know. What do you do? I mean, Sirianni's numbers as a head coach are insanely awesome, but he did have a team completely collapse, and they may be on the verge of that again this year. This Kevin Patullo, I mean, I don't know how much to blame him. I don't.
Yeah, it's
Just
hard.
a lack of creativity, and I don't know. I mean, I spent times at both stations. I spent 12 years at WIP, and I think 8 or 9 at the Fanatic. So I've seen it from all sides. But I will tell you this: that when I was at WIP, we weren't doing that shit. Angelo was to some degree. That was more of an act, but not to the degree that they're doing it now.
Well, I mean, even now, it still is more of an act, right? I mean, it is an act for those guys.
Absolutely.
Whatever. That station is unlistenable.
Yeah, it's become an embarrassment. I mean, they still get ratings, but I mean, geez,
it's just
me.
I mean, honestly, go back and just say from us, like, thank you. Like, thank you for not doing what they're doing, because
I refuse. Like when Harry and I did the show together, like we didn't sit there before the show and go, okay, I'll say this, you disagree, and this contrived crap. He and I would just figured it out as we went. And like the comment we would always get was like, listen to us was like listening to two guys like bullshitting at the bar having a beer.
100%. It was my
That's
favorite.
what we do every week. That's the point.
It was my
That's
favorite.
what sports is all about.
You and Harry was my favorite show. I mean, honestly, it really was. It was so genuine and so natural, and you guys had such a great chemistry.
It was just conversational, He and I just shooting the shit, and if we
Two
agreed,
great
we agreed. If we
personalities.
didn't, neither of us wanted to talk sports for 4 hours.
Right.
Like, people think that's the job too.
No, it's
So
entertainment.
when Harry went off about Goff, I was like, this is great. Like, I don't care. This is great.
I mean, him and this goddamn Goff, he's out of control. He's down in Florida now, looking at a house on some community that's got a Goff. I'm like, gee, enough of this Goff shit with him.
Just make sure they don't have acorns.
Oh yeah, right. I had to drive him to work for fucking 2 months after that. Go to his house. He was on a knee scooter. I'm bringing in his fucking trash cans, carrying his bag.
His bag.
He fell on acorns or something.
Oh, he slipped on an acorn and fucked up his leg.
Oh, he rolled his ankle. He destroyed it.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Walking
he
off
was more,
7.
He was more upset because he couldn't golf than he was about the car.
Yeah, he'd be like, "I'm gonna go and try and hit balls." I'm like, "No, you're not." I'm like, enough with this golf. He's always giving me shit about the hockey. He's like, "Geez, hockey."
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, you know how many of those I've gotten from him.
I'm sure. Well,
He's
Jason,
like, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, well, I got a game tonight. He's like,
jeez.
I sent him a picture last night of me walking in the players' entrance. We had a huge argument on the air. He's like, you go in the players' entrance? I go, yeah, that's where I park. That's the first way to go in. He goes, but you're not a player. I go, but yeah, that's where I park. That's where I walk in. He goes, but you're not a player.
You're privileged. Go park with the regulars.
I go in through the players' entrance. And he's like, we just went at it forever about that. It was absolutely classic. And then one more Harry story. We got a new program director after Nahagian left. And this guy brings us in for a meeting one day after the show. And he's like, I want you guys to take more phone calls. And I'm like, yeah, the data doesn't really support that, EJ. Like people tune out when they hear it. My thing was, every day we start the show, I pull my Maserati out of the garage. Why am I going to hand it to Bob from Allentown to crash my Maserati into a wall? That's what he does for the show. And he's like, well, I mean, WIP takes a lot of calls, and just trust me on this. We need to take more calls. So whatever, meeting wraps up, we walk out of the office, and Harry walks out, and he just stops and looks at me and goes, if you have to tell me you know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing," and walked off.
I mean,
that was it.
I mean, he's 100% right, man.
Yeah,
100% right. That's.
I love working with him. He's a great guy.
Yeah. We've never got the opportunity to talk to him. I've always been a huge fan of him. Is he going to go see the Eagles at the Sphere, or did he go see the Eagles at the Sphere?
I don't think he went to the Sphere. No, he drugged me to an Eagles concert.
Okay.
At Citizens Bank Park, we made a deal because I never saw the Eagles. I wasn't a big fan.
Was that when James Taylor opened up? Yeah,
Yep.
I was there.
Okay. Yeah, I was so fired up when James Taylor was pumping out Fire and
Oh
Rain.
my God! Oh, it was so bad.
On the Carolina, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is like fucking Ambien.
Right? It was bad. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to kind of see him just to say that I seen Gene, but like it was so bad.
And we just got buckled in a box. And then
the Eagles were really good though.
They were good, yeah. But the deal was he had to go to Metallica with me.
Oh, nice.
And I got us like floor seats, like 7 rows from the stage.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he remembers a song from the show because we got crippled in the parking lot.
That's awesome.
I'm sure we were at that show.
That's
too.
probably the one I smashed a guitar in the parking lot. It's probably that.
Yeah.
At the Link.
Show.
Was it
at the Link?
We went to the Link one, and we also went to the one in Wells Fargo at the time.
Yeah. Because it was like the next year or something. Yeah.
Yeah. We had the Link one.
Yeah, we were there.
Private box.
You didn't happen to see a hot dog in a parking lot, did you?
Yeah, the dude is
only mine when I whipped it out the piss in his driveway.
The dude is always dressed as Santa. It goes to the metal shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he was pulling into the Link, and we were making hot dogs, and he's, "Give me hot dogs." I literally threw a raw hot dog through the window. He caught it with his hand. He goes, "Thanks." It took off. I was like, "What the hell?"
I hate those outdoor shows like at the Link. It just doesn't sound
Yeah.
No, you got to be on the floor.
Yeah, you get too far away. Sound's not great. It bounces around. Yeah. I mean, I saw Metallica at the Electric Factory. I saw Metallica in 1985 with Cliff Burton, Master of Puppets, opening for Ozzy. You know, so
you seen that tour?
Yeah,
prick.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, and I got if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. You see the.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep.
James, the man ESP Explorer.
I guess you can't. Can you see behind these guys? Can you see the snake bite behind on the wall there? I don't know if you can see it behind Mike and Gary there.
Where's
the white snake bite above the amp? The left.
No, the Flyers light's blocking it.
Oh, it's blocking it. Oh, all right. No.
I see a Marshall back there. Oh yeah, I see a snake bite.
Oh, you see it? Yeah, snake bite, and then I got a black Explorer, and then I got a
bassist back there. Precision.
Yep. And I got a Dave Mustaine Angel of Death Flying V back there.
Nice, Jackson.
Yes, yeah. It's actually probably out of the guitars I have, that's probably the best feeling guitar I have, and I fucking can't stand Dave Mustaine.
I can't play V's. They just don't hang right on me. But I'll grab one.
It's nice and light.
Hey, look what I got, man!
Show me your dick.
Show me your dick.
Oh yeah, there you go. Let me
None
see
of
that.
you fuckers. Well, I got the hat on.
Oh, yeah, dime bag. Got a dime bag.
Warhead hat that Dime gave me, and it's signed by Dime and Rex on the inside. I just found that last week, and then Dime gave me this.
Wow!
Oh, look at that.
That's fucking sweet.
You can see the signature up here somewhere.
Okay, yeah, I think I see it. Yeah.
God damn it.
The Dime.
That's fucking sweet.
That there, boys, makes you feel like you got a 10-foot schlong when you play.
Yeah.
No, you got a guitar from Dime Bag, man.
Yeah.
Fucking 21 years a couple days ago. Man.
Yep. December 8th.
Years ago. No
21
shit.
years. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, you got that, signed it for me. I was one of the first guys to play them on the radio when I was doing a metal show way back in the day in the 90s.
Okay.
So I got to know them real well. And yeah, I got a Les Paul over there and my SG over there too. So
Nice.
Line 6 is sitting right here. So yeah, we got everything in the studio.
Jason, I'm going to text. Wait. Every time you're fucking on, we're like, oh, I got to text you this band. Actually, Ryan and I saw them. We've been fans of them since COVID. We discovered them. Metal band, guitar, solo, rock, and they're influenced by the Doobie Brothers or Allman Brothers. I mean, but they do metal. It's insane. Like they're so good.
What are they called?
The music. Yeah, the musicianship in the band they're incredible.
Ancients with an extra eye. It's Ancients with another eye. So
okay, I'll check it out.
Dude,
yeah.
they're so fucking good. So good.
Yeah, like I'm stuck. I'm still listening to the same old shit. Like I can't find anything new that moves me.
I think
I'm
you'll
still banging Tool a lot. I play a lot of Tool. I play a lot of.
Did you go to the Seven Dust show at the Keswick?
I did not. I've seen them a few times, like when they first came out and they were on Roadrunner.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, did
Still
a
a
show
good
with
live
them.
band, man.
The Seven Dust, Cold Chamber. Who else was on that?
Loco.
Yeah,
Loco.
Yes, Vara. That was my voice. Yeah, I like that band. Big Truck.
Big Truck. Yeah, I actually saw them. They opened for.
They're on a house fest a few times.
No, they opened for not too long ago.
Fear Fact, didn't they open for Slipknot?
No, they
the
opened
Electric
for
Factory.
Helmet. I think they opened for Helmet or something. I don't know, something like that. Yeah.
No, that was Prong.
That was Prong.
Oh, it was Prong. That's
Tommy
right.
Victor and Prong. Snap your fingers, snap your neck.
Yeah.
Helmet. That's right.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Cold Chamber? I forget.
Break your fingers.
Maybe Machine.
We've seen Cold Chamber open for Slipknot at the Electric Factory.
Slipknot?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Jason,
Too many guys.
No,
Iron
it was
Maiden,
Cold
yes or no?
Chamber and Seven Dust.
Oh, Seven Dust?
Yeah, they were both Roadrunner bands. Yeah.
What are you going to talk about this for fucking 25
Probably.
minutes? The
All right,
fuck?
what do you got, Gary?
Iron Maiden, yes or no?
What kind of question's that?
These guys don't like them.
What's
Nope.
not to like about Iron Maiden? It's the best galloping bass lines from Steve Harris ever.
Absolutely.
Saw Yngwie Malmsteen open for him in '87 at the Spectrum.
Well, that's because you guys are
Somewhere in
old.
Time tour.
Yeah, you
That
and your
bass
fucking
lines and
teeth.
Steve Harris. That bump, 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 bump.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I look,
White man came across the sea.
Brought us
pain
and misery.
Yeah, Run to the Hills. Come on, the
I
Trooper.
appreciate Iron Maiden. They should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm out.
Doesn't hit you.
I've tried. I just.
Oh
I
my
can't.
god, dude!
I
Like,
know.
some of
I'm
that stuff
sorry.
I'm going to grab something for you.
Killers and those albums,
It ain't
Number
from
of the
that much,
Beast,
huh?
are fucking amazing.
Yes.
I know.
Nah, I'm out.
Harmonic solos. Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
it's no like.
I think it's the lyrics and the singing. It just kind of
Or
and look, there's
The Eddie gimmick.
the Eddie gimmick gets me.
Oh,
I'm
the
like,
Eddie gimmick's awesome though.
Absolutely.
see, are you? Do you like Kiss, Jason?
Well, we
I
know where the
did.
line is.
I did
Okay. All right.
early. It was one of the early ones for me in like the late '70s.
Okay.
I actually just found a Kiss album, a Kiss CD that's signed by all 4 original members. When I was sick, I would watch Pawn Stars, and I'd see like people pawning all this shit off, and I was like, "I have so much shit that I could sell."
Oh my god.
And I was looking for stuff, and I found this Kiss CD signed by all 4 original members. I'm like, Ace is on there, Peter. I'm like, damn, this thing's probably worth dough.
Wow.
And I found my Black Sabbath The End one with all 4 original members signed it too.
Wow.
Yeah, you just got
That's
Gary
a
hard.
good one with
You
Ozzy
just got
dead.
Gary hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely worth money now.
Did you watch the back at the beginning of the show?
Oh, of
I guess
course.
you did, right? Yeah.
Oh,
we had a big thing here. Maybe we had a bunch of people over.
Got fucking ripped.
And that was
Oh, yeah.
Gary was crying.
Yeah, these guys are crying, not knowing it was. I mean, shit.
He was crying
Oh, that's
before they
that's
realized
a sad
it.
day, though, man. I mean, what the contributions he made were ridiculous.
Yeah.
Both as a band member of Sabbath and, I mean, like Children of the Grave, Into the Void, like forget about it. And then you go into, Diary and Blizzard of Oz and
Yeah.
the guitarist that he played with Jake and Zach and Randy Rhoads. I mean, come on.
It was incredible.
So
from the first bit, Mastodon comes out and plays, and I'm like, oh god damn it! Like this is gonna be that kind of day. I knew these guys weren't even over yet. No one was over yet. And I had it on. And I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna be a fucking epic day. And it just,
yeah, it was.
yeah, we had it blaring. Mike's covering his ears. What the fuck? I kept.
Yeah,
I would
thought
put it
Lamb of
down.
God was Lamb of God to Children of the Grave. I thought
Lamb
was
of
awesome.
God was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was.
And I'm obviously a huge Pantera fan, so
Mhm.
I can't get enough at Dime. So
Did
that was my
you
boy.
get to see? I mean, you were sick. I wasn't sure. Or were you sick with the last Metallica when they came through with Pantera?
Yeah, I was just coming out of I was just
Okay.
going into radiation, so I didn't go.
Okay.
But I did see Pantera in the first come around when they were with Lamb of God.
Oh, when they went to when they were in Jersey.
Camden,
Over. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, we got
Walk
Bucci here.
with me in hell.
Thinking of you, keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. from Joe Bucci, a good,
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate
great,
that.
great listener, man. Long time listener. Joe didn't hear our announcement earlier, so he's going to be heartbroken. We'll get to it later again. But Jason, we kept you for an hour and a half, man. I don't want to keep you all night.
I got some racing to do.
Yeah, we
gonna jump on the sim, the boys.
Oh, there you go.
Got to tell you, brother. Not that it's not gay or anything, but
Jesus,
I could listen to your voice all fucking night, and you have the perfect voice for radio and face too. And it's great that you're back on 97.5 here and there.
That's
and,
how you thank him with that fucking sound.
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
But most of all,
out for me or something here too. Or
but most of all, man,
job. I don't even think my junk works anymore. To be honest,
you've every single time I've reached out to you during this show, you've quickly responded and you said absolutely I'm in. And I'll never forget the first time, man. You were like, yeah, I was so excited. I'm like, oh, we shouldn't get Jason Myrtetus. And you've never turned me down. And I appreciate it so much. And I know the people who listen appreciate it. And just because this show is coming to a close doesn't mean I'm not going to be talking to you anymore, man. So
no doubt.
I want to thank you so much. And we all want to thank you so much.
Thank you, Jason. We appreciate it.
Yeah. And thank you guys. I mean, the support that you guys have shown me over the years and through my battle was awesome, and I appreciate it. And when you have your reunion show, you guys can be like Ozzy. I saw Ozzy's retirement suck store 4 times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's possible.
It's possible, but
yeah. And when you have one, just you know how to get a hold of me. I'm in.
Nice.
We appreciate it, man.
Boys,
Thanks,
great
Keep it
visiting
going.
with you guys, and keep her going.
Yeah.
All right.
Jason Myrtetus.
Jason.
Thank you, boys. God damn it.
Every time. Every time.
God damn it.
That was really good. Like, there's a lot.
I'm gonna miss that shit.
Yeah.
It's the shit I'm gonna miss, man. That was the most serious conversation we've ever had with him. Joey, I'm sorry.
We unpacked a lot.
Yeah, you've been an inspiration to me in my journey, Jason. Glad to catch you on with these gents, fine gents. A bright spot for me tonight. Dude,
Nice.
Joey, and
Awesome.
you're 4 treatments away, brother. Just fucking keep going, man. You got it. You as well, man. You have a great support staff, dude, with Drunk Phil's fans, guys, and all them, man, and us as well. So yeah, Philly John right there, man. All right. So Joey, Joe Bucci, I guess, if you didn't figure it out, after the Super Bowl, Corner Putt Sports is going to be on a indefinite hiatus. So just want to let you know. All right. I got to take a piss. So why don't you guys talk some Phils real quick?
Before we talk Phil's, just shout out Joel Embiid, 39 points, player of the game.
You know what? Fuck it. Now's the time to do Corner Putt video then. Let's just get this out of the way.
Nice.
All right. Corner Putt video. Mike wants to, was that Mike? Who you,
Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid. That was perfect.
All right.
Joel Embiid. You got a song.
Go take your
Joel Embiid injury was a stress fracture inside of one of his feet. They put screws in his navicular bone, and he spent his first season just sitting at home. The second Joel Embiid injury was to the same bone he broke previous. They a bone crack in the fracture site, and he missed the whole season for the second straight time. Then he tore the meniscus inside his left knee, which forced him to have arthroscopic surgery. Then after the fracture inside of his face, he wore a mask that made him look like he came from outer space. And when Kuminga fell upon his left knee. It might have been injury 70. And then Joel had a sinus fracture, the only body part he had yet to injure. And then his knee got injured again. We wonder if Anthem is canceling his plan. Joel, he is the king of questionable health.
Beautiful song.
That's so true. He had 39 points tonight. He won't play for 8 games.
I know, right?
He was on fire today too.
Oh man,
The little bit that I was able to watch. I mean, like obviously I was listening to Jason for most of it, but he banged inside. He brought the ball up the court. He drew fouls. He hit threes. Like,
yeah.
I know Maxey wasn't playing, and I guess he felt like he had to kind of take a little bit of
Where the fuck did he go? He knows I have to take a piss, and he went upstairs. God,
Yeah.
sucker.
Well, we talked about basketball. That was enough.
Yeah, that song was fucking.
How did he leave in the middle of that song? That song was great.
And the dude's like a complete New York injury. Complete New York accent.
But no, I mean, 39 points. I don't know how many rebounds he had, but he drew, like I said, he drew fouls. He shot inside. He posted up, got rebounds.
Paul George
played some
had
defense.
Paul George had 23 tonight.
Yeah.
Good for him. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, again, everybody had to pick up the slack for Maxey's
Maxey
35 gone, but
it's good now. It's a good win.
Yeah, I mean, the Pacers suck, but you win without Maxey. You win without your superstar.
Right? We would have said that last year.
What, that Maxey was a superstar?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No.
Right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's become Maxey's team.
Yep.
No, he's clearly the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. All right, so there's a lot. I mean, we got to pretty much like do abbreviated versions here.
Yeah, I don't know if I got the energy for a 3-hour show, fellas.
No. So we're going to do abbreviated things here. So the Phillies obviously made some news this week. They re-signed Kyle Schwarber. They re-signed Topper, and Don Mattingly is the bench coach. So let's kind of get into those things. I have an opinion. I got to piss really fucking bad.
God, dude.
So I'm gonna leave you,
we'll
leave
talk.
you and Ron here. So Schwarber. I mean, obviously big signing. Opinions on that.
All right, Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah, like I don't know 100% where you're at with it, Mike, but like I get that doing the same thing over and over and over and over, but he's clearly the leader in the clubhouse. He loves playing here. The fans love him. And bottom line, he's going to give you 40 to 50 homers a year. He's a DH, so there's not much wear and tear on his body. And I think they got him for a lot cheaper than I thought.
You thought it was going to be more than $30 million a year.
I thought he was going to get 40.
Wow.
Now,
you thought he was going to get 5 years?
No, I thought he was going to get 4 years at 40 apiece.
So you thought he was going to get 4 at 160 instead of 5 at.
Right. Now, the years may be a lot, but I still think there's at least 3 really productive years out of this. And then maybe 2 years where you get, 30 homers and, which would still be a good year. But I like the sign.
But I feel like he's a little bit of a one-trick pony. I feel like he clogs up the base pass. I feel like it's home run or bust. I feel like in the playoffs he hasn't been as productive, which worries me a little bit.
But it's more than home run or bust, Mike. He also walks 100 times a year.
He does walk. He's very selective. He does see a lot of pitches, which sets up the rest of the team to take a look at the pitcher and stuff like that. So I definitely give him credit for that. I don't know if I guess he's more of a leader than Harper.
He's a positive locker room influence.
He is, but $30 million is a lot. But
No,
it's baseball, and baseball is the one sport where it's not my money does come into play. I know there's the luxury tax and everything else that comes into play with that, but it is the one sport where there isn't the cap, and you can go over it, and there's certainly teams that have no problem going over it. So it may not hinder them from getting anybody else. I don't know. It's
right. Like I know things got to change, but I like bringing Schwarber back. Like I think you got to change the other things. You have no outfield.
Does this hinder you from getting the outfield help?
I don't think it does. I really don't. So you have no power out of the third base side. There's no outfield. To me, those are the things. Those are the things that have to change.
You need a right-handed bat too, man.
You do.
So yeah, I guess between having them or not having them, I'd rather have them back. You know, basically whatever the case is for money or whatnot. You guys like having him over Alonso, considering the fact that it's pretty similar contracts.
I mean, I would have been happy. I'm happy either way, but I'm glad Schwarber's back.
Yeah, like I would have been all right if they shifted from Schwarber and signed Alonso, but like I don't hate bringing Schwarber back.
Sean, you all right?
Yeah. About the Schwarber thing?
No, you're all right.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just you know, the contact in there. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I know where you stand. I mean, you definitely wanted Alonso over Schwarber.
I talked about it on the show before. I thought that bringing in Pete Alonso gives your team a versatility. You can get a guy who plays first or DH, and then you can put Harper in right field,
and he's a right-handed bat.
DH, and he's a right-handed bat, which you don't have right now. You do not have a right-handed bat that can hit it out of the park right now.
No.
I think Alonso would have given you that. I know Alonso signed for what, $1 million more a year.
Yeah, it's the same
over
contract.
5 years. It's basically the same deal. He's a year and a half younger than Schwarber. My concern, first of all, look, well,
Schwarber's 150, Alonso's 155.
Right. It's an extra $1 million a year.
Yeah.
It's an extra $1 million a year for a guy who's not going to give you as many home runs, but he's going to give you another 25 to 30 points better batting average. He's going to give you around the same runs batted in.
And he's going to be able to not clock the base pass.
He's not going to clog the base pass.
He's going to walk more.
He's going to play the field. Schwarber might walk more. Look, I know Schwarber is a big clubhouse guy, and I don't want to say this without mentioning that, because he is. He's a major clubhouse guy, and that's been one of his major attributes to the Phillies organization. And you know, we know that's a bigger thing than people want to put stock into, because it means a lot. I mean, when your team's struggling, when your team's hot, you know, whatever, you need a guy in there that can kind of drive. That's why people respect the Chase Utley so much, right? Or, you know, Jimmy Rollins or whoever, you know. And maybe that's something that the Eagles are lacking right now, but that's besides the point. With that being said, I don't know much about Alonso off the field. I don't know if he's that guy, and maybe you don't get that with a guy like Alonso. But I'm tired of this team. And I think that's where I'm standing.
It's stale. It's the same old shit.
It's the same goddamn team. Ultimately, if you know Crawford is in the lineup next year, that's really your only difference. It's the same goddamn team, and they've come up short every year. Shorter,
and it seems to be getting worse and worse.
And it's getting worse.
Yeah.
I'm just that's where I'm at. And more so, I'm mostly concerned about this team's future now, because you now have 3 guys who are going to be under contract making major money at the age of 37, 38 years old. And they're going to feel it. And we're going to feel it. And we're going to be regretting this deal.
You would have that with Alonso.
Alonso's a year and a half younger. So he's out by 36. I mean, maybe, but
I mean, hoist a trophy. It'll take the sting out of that.
But at least you're getting something different, and it's not. Look, since Schwarber's been here, what's he done in the playoffs? You know,
you're right.
Was he have 2 home runs in the playoffs since he's been here?
That's what Mike was just saying.
I'm
like 3 years ago, the window was wide open. Now it's open about that much.
They're content at being average. They're content at filling the seats, and they're content of being a good regular season team.
Well, like Dave Montgomery said, we have a good club,
and that's
where
I don't. I mean,
they do have a good baseball team.
Yeah,
that's a good baseball team.
It is good. They make the playoffs. It's good.
I just missed what you guys said. I don't know. Like, are you guys? I mean, I guess Ryan's on board with it, right?
Gary and Ryan.
Again, I wanted one of them. Right. Obviously, Alonso would probably have been the better choice because he's a right-handed bat.
Right, but you don't hate that they brought Schwarber back.
Right, but I don't hate that they brought Schwarber back.
I
don't hate it. I just didn't love the contract. I would have.
It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
And that's what I'm saying.
No, not years. Not year. I hate the years. I hate 5 years.
That's what sold Schwarber to be here.
I remember it was going to be like 17, 18 when they first started. I guess that was never happening.
I know, but the money, I'm like, okay, like 25, right? Is that what he's making?
No, it's 30.
Oh, it's 30 a year.
I thought he was going to get close to 40.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be closer to 40. So the money per year isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, we got Jay said a waste of money. 240 hitter will be a non-factor. He's never going to hit 50 home runs again. He might not.
But if
he doesn't have to be 50. I'll still take 43.
I'll take 38.
I'll take 40 home runs from him. But a guy making $30 million a year, and now he's your third guy in your lineup making major money, and he's a clog.
Yeah,
you know, he hamstrings you a lot, and I don't know. I'm not in a major favor of the deal.
All right, now the next order of business, JT Realmuto.
You got to resign him.
I think I think he was more imperative than Schwarber.
I agree.
That's crazy.
They have nobody. Are you ready for Marquez to be your starting catcher?
Well, that's the problem. They've
right
put themselves in such a position to where they're stuck with him.
They did.
And I'll go back to it when they made the trade. They traded Brandon however he says his fucking name for Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, he's tearing it up with Oakland, man.
Right.
Nope, he's tearing it up. So that's
he's with Oakland, and they traded. Wasn't it Anaheim? So he got traded.
Or Anaheim. I'm sorry.
No, with the Angels. Yeah, he's with the Angels.
Okay. Anaheim. All right, A's. I was thinking Anaheim A's.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Well, I guess for what it got, like Marsh has been okay, but he hasn't. I didn't realize O'Hop was that highly touted.
Clearly, they didn't either.
Well, yeah,
you know.
Well, I'm sure that they thought that they had other catchers in there down the pipeline too, but I guess nothing panned out.
Yeah. What about Topper being extended? What do you guys feel about that?
That I hate. I fucking hate that.
But I mean, he's had success. He's taken him to the playoffs since he's been here.
That's
why.
So it's the same thing though with Schwarber. He's taking you to playoffs, but gotten you nowhere, right? So it's the definition of insanity. You're doing the same goddamn thing over and over again. Look,
you got to do something.
I didn't like the extended. I thought that Topper has not managed well in the playoffs. I thought he's managed.
He lost him a World Series, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that he
overmanaged.
I feel that he's overmanaged. I feel he's managed scared. I feel that he's had too early of a hook on all the pitchers and had overthought too many different things, and
I don't even think it was overthinking. I just think he relied too much on analytics.
Well, I mean,
that's how he coached.
He could have pitched Suarez in game one and won the game in game one.
You're not wrong there.
Yeah, it's true. As our old friend Dave would say.
Well, wait a minute. Game one against the Dodgers.
Yes.
Wait, what? Christopher Sanchez pitched lights out.
Yeah, but he could have came in out of the bullpen to close that game out.
Oh,
Or
I
whatever
see.
it was to get to
Yeah, instead he put
They're
the
in.
same fucking
Ranger Suarez.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
yeah.
too much trust in guys that don't produce.
He'll be gone. That's for sure.
You know, when Alec Boehm came out and said, you know, I have to choke up and I can't, you know, the high pressure situations and I don't know what I'm swinging at.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
And what do? You put him back in cleanup the next game.
Yeah.
Put in Kirkring, who struggled down the stretch in big situations, and I'm not even talking about the last play. I'm not even thinking about that.
I was going to say, I mean, the last he actually pitched well. He just,
but he struggled down the stretch, and for Topper to come out and go, oh, he was really good for us.
Yeah,
he was terrible for you the last 2 months of the year.
Yeah.
Phil said, let me ask you guys this: do you think the Phillies are stuck with the Flyers were, and are going to be stuck like this for a couple of years until they get tired and a young gun comes in and tears it up? I already.
Who's the young gun?
I don't know if there's a young gun, and I already feel that way. I feel the Phillies are stuck.
Well, they are.
The Phillies are in purgatory.
Like, there's no opportunity to start rebuilding now. They just can't.
No, and this contract that you just did with Schwarber continues that. You're stuck in purgatory.
Well, I mean, you're basically doing the same thing that you did back at the end of the run, their last playoff run. You got a World Series out of the 08 team, but
they're one more. I mean, aside from the World Series, they're one more year away from making the playoffs as many times. They made 5, right? That team, that should be 5.
Sure.
So you're one more year away. I don't feel any better than I did then.
Right. Well, I mean, this is following that same path,
Yeah.
and then we saw that it was what, like 10? Did it take 10 years or?
It took
yeah, it was 10 years.
It took 10 or 11 years to get back.
10 or 11 years. So we got 2 years of making playoffs, and then we got the 10 or 11. Like, that's kind of maybe what I see.
Yeah.
You know, Harper is
he's saying like a Danny Briere that comes back and fixes things. I don't know. I mean, I don't know in baseball like who's coming down the pike here, or I'm looking at going. Sorry,
I feel
the
like
lights
baseball.
are fucking. I'm sorry.
I feel like baseball is
bothering me.
harder to fix things, and like hockey, I feel like there's it's a little. It's just a different sport. It's easier to kind of get back into relevancy. They're so tight. The groups, the teams are so tight together that you could change things with a couple players or a player or two. Baseball, I'm not sure that's like that, unless it's Ohtani.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could. Baseball isn't like a league where you build a team in a year or two. Like, I feel like that's something that takes years.
It does take, yeah, I mean,
At least we hate the Pirates.
No, but I mean the Phillies World Series. You know, people forget. I mean, the majority of that team was homegrown talent. The core of that team was homegrown talent or Rule 5 guys, which to me still is kind of homegrown because you took a chance on a young kid or whatever, young guy, and you know, built them up and made them into a player. So this team is trying to buy a championship, and right now, I just don't think they can do that with a team like the Dodgers.
They can't outbuy the Dodgers.
Yeah, you can't outbuy them.
Yeah, and then the Dodgers went and signed Edwin Diaz.
It's
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
it's
ridiculous, dude. The Mets lost a lot. I mean, they lost Alonso, they lost Diaz now, so they're hurting. They're having, you know, it's bad. I tell you what, I'm not going to say that the Phillies are having a bad off season because they're not.
The Mets
are having a bad off season.
Yeah,
last year.
Yeah,
the Mets were bad,
injured.
Yeah, they were just bad.
So the Phillies still have a chance here. I mean, Ranger Suarez hasn't signed anywhere yet, right?
He's going to end up playing for the Mets.
Yeah, the Reds. I could see him going to the Reds, someone like that.
Somebody, was it the Orioles?
The Orioles tried to get Schwarber.
Or he goes to the Dodgers.
Well, the Pirates offered him 4 years, $25 million.
The Schwarber?
Yeah.
and the Orioles offered him the same money and the
Right.
and he came to that, which makes sense. I mean, why
You're not going to play, but like, can't you
Baltimore's going to be.
Can't you
pretty
say,
good
hey,
this
like
year.
you could make $10 million less to play here, or you could go to the Orioles? Choose what you want to do.
Right.
Is he really going to go to the Orioles for the extra $10 million?
Over 5 years? Probably not. Probably not.
Say 5 years, 140. Take that deal or take this.
Yeah. You want to move? You want to move an hour and a half south and play for that team?
In shithole Baltimore.
Yeah. He's not going. He's probably
Anyway,
gonna stay.
whatever.
But,
It is what it is.
all right, so we're all not in favor of the Topper move, which I agree. And then Don Mattingly is now the bench coach of the.
That I
Phillies.
like. I like that.
That's the one thing I'm like, cool. That's cool. Maybe someone can fucking yell at Topper and go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, somebody with managerial experience, somebody that's
He was just in the World
respected.
Series and he should have won the World. He was this close, literally that close. He was a cunt hair away from winning the World Series.
Oh, he's the bench coach for the.
No, he was the manager for the Blue Jays.
They got him.
He wasn't their manager.
He retired.
He wasn't their manager.
Thought he was their manager.
He was an assistant.
That's a dude that's from Jersey, actually.
Or the manager. I thought he
I
was their,
forget his name, but he wasn't their manager.
Yeah, there's no way that he's gonna. Why would he leave?
because he said
Wilson.
he was retiring and he was like, "I'm done." And then the Phillies brought him. The Phillies hired him as their bench coach.
Nah, it's
He's done
Why
with
did he
being
go
a
back to
manager.
the Blue Jays?
You might be right.
I am right.
no Blue Jays manager.
Last year, Don Mattingly was their manager.
That's John Snyder.
Now or last year?
He's been their manager for 3 years.
Oh well.
Fuck that guy.
Who gives a fuck?
Sean's bitter.
Sean said, "Fuck that guy."
Fuck that guy. I don't know. Well, either way, you get a
He was-
guy.
Don Mattingly was the bench coach there. Maybe he just wanted to be back in the States.
He was a bench coach. You're right. I'm sorry. But he said it was
time
time
to Canada. Eh?
when they lost. It was time to move on, and he fucking said he was going to retire, and instead came back to the Phillies. So I guess he saw an opportunity here and said, "Screw it, let's go. Let's give it a shot." So
Going back to Philly, eh?
put it in the icebox, eh? But they were a cunt hair away from the winning the World Series, and
He just switches from bench coach there to bench coach here.
yeah, pretty much.
I feel Toronto's got a better chance than the Phillies right now.
Probably, especially with the Dodgers in that league. So, all right, so we're all on board with that. All right, abbreviated. Let's go to Eagles. Look, it's been beaten to death. We hit on it with Jason.
I feel differently.
Yeah, so Jason thinks they're done. And Mike, why do you feel different about the Eagles right now? They lost 3 in a row. They blew it in overtime. Jalen Hurts had his worst game as an NFL quarterback. 4 interceptions, 5 turnovers. He had 2 turnovers on the same play. Which
First time ever happened.
it's not the first time it's ever happened.
I think there's a disconnect between our quarterback and our coaching staff.
1978 is the first time a player turned the ball over twice in a play. I don't know who started spreading that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone started spreading that it was the first player ever to do it. No, he's not.
Oh.
Now, he's the first player since 1978 to do it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it any better, but that was fake.
Yeah.
It was fake news. But he had his worst
Who
game
cares
as
about that fucking stat?
He had his worst game. It's an anomaly. He's not going to do that. That's not him. But he's been tinkering on that for the last few weeks, throwing bad passes, ill-advised passes, forcing the ball.
Yeah.
So it was bound to happen at some point.
That's been all season with him.
Not really.
Not all season.
The last
no.
few weeks he's been yeah. The last few weeks he's looked pretty bad, and he's been making bad throws.
Like even some of the passes that were caught during the season, the games we won, some of the passes were caught. They were underthrown.
He's been underthrown. Now look, if AJ Brown catches that ball in the end zone, they win that game. and maybe we're not talking. He has 3 picks, and we're not talking about it.
Yeah,
because they win the game, and we're back on track, right? So like you're inches away. Like AJ Brown should have caught that ball. He's an NFL wide receiver.
AJ Brown should have caught the ball that would had the interception that would have cinched the game, not the touchdown, the other one.
Just no, he ain't running his mouth no more.
Yeah, he's not running his mouth because he's getting the damn ball. That's
and they're losing.
Ironic, yeah.
And they're losing.
So when they're winning, but he's not getting the ball, there's a problem. But when they're losing, but he's getting the ball, everything seems okay. Yeah. I don't know. Like, and I like AJ, but like, it's not a good look.
He's been kind of quiet.
It's not a good look for AJ.
I don't think he's here next year.
So, there's a lot of people that have said that.
Why do you think different? Why do you feel positive? Why are you the positive bunny?
Right. Okay. So
in the Eagles locker room right now.
All right. So I guess the first, I'll take a step back and start with this. I'm always the guy that is last to adjust to things.
You are a lush. I can tell by looking at you.
Maybe. I'm the last one to jump off a bandwagon. I'm the last one to jump on a bandwagon.
Yeah. I agree.
So,
Bunch of childs.
There's overreactions and everything else that goes on. What I seen in the Chargers game, though, I seen progress. That Chicago game was awful. That was a boring game that they got manhandled. What I seen in the Chargers game is I seen them go to LA and outplay an 8-4 team that's now 9-4 in their building.
Mm-hmm.
I seen them outgain a team in yardage for the first time this year. I seen
you lose the turnover battle, you're going to lose the game.
Okay, right.
And that doesn't. That usually doesn't happen with them. But they've been really good at him. So that part of it.
That's where I'm like,
you got a good point.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, if you take away the mistakes, they win. They dominate that game, and the mistakes are kind of like a little bit of a one-off.
Yeah.
So I look at this as a little bit of a. I looked at the other game as a one-off because they got dominated, and they usually haven't gotten dominated. This is a different type of thing, but I felt more encouraged. I also felt that some of the turnovers weren't Hurts' fault. That ball that Brown missed, that hit off his hands. Oh, it was high. That's not.
He had his hands on the ball.
He had both hands on the ball.
He should have caught that ball.
Yeah, that's on AJ Brown.
And he gator armed that, and then he gator armed another one.
He gator armed,
and he dropped the touchdown.
The one in the fourth quarter, he gator armed. I'm like,
that's 12 points that he gave up for us.
Well, I mean, not even like it was the
that
interception.
One he gator armed down the end there, right in front of you. I would have been a touchdown.
Or it would have set them up for at least points.
It would have set them up for points when they were driving, when they would have won the game. That would have
the one in the end zone hit him right in his fucking chest.
Yeah,
he was feeling.
That was a hell of a pass.
He was hearing footsteps.
Yeah,
and actually, I think Aikman said that was the best ball he threw all night.
Yeah,
and he. Oh, man, I don't know. But
so anyway,
I'm not putting the blame on AJ Brown either, though.
No, he usually catches that.
So anyway, there's that. The one that Devontae missed, probably a bad decision, but Devontae, or the one that the other interception was Devontae tripped.
Yeah.
Devontae tripped. Maybe the ball would have been knocked down. You had AJ's. The last play of the game was a ball.
Another tipped
pass that if it doesn't get tipped, if the guy doesn't break at exactly the time, Dotson catches that and it's a touchdown.
I don't know, Mike. He threw that in the fucking triple coverage.
It was double coverage. But it was double coverage, but the guy was kind of breaking towards it. He had a window. That same pass that he threw to Devontae Smith on that 3rd and 14 or 4th or whatever it was into double coverage. That was
okay. And there was another one that he threw that the guy picked off that hit the ground early in the game. So there's another way, like the would have, could have, should have, but the fact is he did, and he's made horrible decisions the last 3 or 4 weeks.
He's throwing passes that he shouldn't.
I know I said in the text thread, and it was emotional. And I said maybe it's time you fucking sit him down for a game.
That's not going to happen.
I said in the text thread, I'm not going to say it on the show officially. Okay, I don't think you're going to sit Jalen Hurts. You should not sit Jalen Hurts right now because Tanner McKee isn't going to come in and
he's not.
take this team to the Super Bowl. That's not going to happen. So Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP for a reason. He's a good quarterback. He usually makes good decisions. There is a lot more than just Jalen Hurts going on with this team. I'm not going to play the should have, could have, would have game. I'm not going to do it because you can do that all season long. There's so many games. This team could have 4 wins right now if we want to play that because there's games they should have lost.
No, I mean
so
there is,
play that.
but I feel like they outplayed the Chargers offensively and defensively. They outplayed the Chargers. That defense looked good again.
I will say that the offense looked a little more fluid than it had in previous weeks. I still don't think they look like a team that's going to beat a team in the playoffs. I can tell you that right now.
The Chargers are a playoff team. They should have beat them in LA.
All right, but see, that's where I'm at with them.
The Eagles are one on,
but they didn't. And
I
when
know
when you needed them to come through with a play, they went 3 and out, or they turned it over. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like anytime
they lead the league, they still lead the league in 3 and outs, and that's where I'm at with them. Like,
it's the worst.
You know, the talent is there, and at any given moment, you could see it explode. Right? We've been saying it all year. We're going into they're 8 and 5. We're going into the 14th game of the year.
And you still ain't figured it out.
And you still don't have an identity.
Yeah.
Like, the identity can't be whatever you need it to be every week. That's not how it works. That's why the Bills have struggled. That's why the Chiefs are struggling. Like, they don't have an identity. Now, I don't know
who does.
What
are we going to get a
who does?
Are we going to get a Bears Jacksonville Super Bowl? Is that what we're going to get?
The Rams have an identity.
I think the Rams end up in the Super Bowl this year.
The Packers have an identity.
Packers would beat
the
Rams in New
England. All right, Mike. They should have lost the Rams game, Mike. Like, if you play the what if thing, like Sean said, they could have 4 wins.
Right.
Bottom line, the results haven't been there.
Right. There's a problem.
Right. There's something going on with this team. I don't know what it is, but at the same time, I'm not calling for anyone's job. I don't care if Hurts comes out and throws 4 picks in the first quarter next week on Sunday. I'm not benching him.
But I think they're going to draft a quarterback.
No, they're not.
I think they are.
No, they're not.
You've been listening to WIP.
Come on, Gar.
Talking about.
I think they're going to.
Come on, Gar. Why would they draft a quarterback?
Yeah, to be a third stringer behind McKee and
tell
Hurts?
me I'm an asshole, but watch and see. Didn't expect them to draft Jalen Hurts either.
But you have Tanner McKee and you have Hurts, who you just signed, by the way.
You had Carson Wentz.
You didn't have Wentz on a deal, on a long-term deal.
Yeah, you did.
They
did
it
when they drafted him.
Yeah.
Did they sign it?
Yeah,
what was it?
It was a long-term deal.
3-year deal. I thought
you had cap problems for 3 years after you traded.
He's up for an extension this season.
Okay. I'm on my game tonight.
All right, but whatever. Like, hold on. You're not
going to argue over
No, hold on. You're not comparing.
You're right. It was $100 million
You're not
deal.
comparing
Right.
Jalen Hurts to Carson Wentz, are you?
No. But Howie Roseman drafted a quarterback when he already had one.
I know, but that would mean that you're comparing. You're saying that this is a situation. I don't see Jalen Hurts as Carson Wentz. Now, I was a Carson Wentz fan.
Carson Wentz also regressed for 3 years before he drafted Hurts.
Okay.
Getting hurt all the time and all that stuff too.
All right.
But okay, so my other point about the Eagles is their defense is legit.
They do have a very good defense.
Their defense is going to be able to keep them in games, even if they go 3 and out.
I'm not arguing that.
I don't know.
You don't think the defense is legit?
I don't know. They got ran the fuck over by the Bears the week before.
They did.
And they blew it. And they blew a 21-point lead in Dallas
the week before. And then last week you played against a team with Hampton coming back from injury, who scored a touchdown, by the way, and Vidal, who blows. So that didn't really, and a team who has no receivers. Like,
you don't have receivers.
The Rams put up points on them. The Bucs put up points on them.
43-year-old Keenan Allen is a receiver. Quentin Johnson, who has 1 catch every 3 weeks. No, they don't have receivers. and a broken ass Justin
They're 9-4.
Herbert. Justin Herbert has a broken ass because that defense is phenomenal in LA. Their defense is really good. And Herbert is a good quarterback, but with one hand, he almost beat he beat them. He did beat them. But Herbert,
he beat him with his legs.
Now that offensive line sucks for the Chargers, and that's
with a broken fucking hand.
With a broken hand, he still beat the Eagles.
Yes.
That's fucking pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. I'm not blaming the defense. Like, don't get me wrong. I just don't think the Eagles' defense is as legit as you think.
I mean,
I think they're a solid defense.
They gave up the touchdown to start the game, mainly on a 60-yard breakdown play.
They didn't give up much after that.
And then the rest of the game, they gave up 15 points, including overtime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think the Eagles' defense is a championship caliber defense.
With a healthy Justin Herbert, are they giving up 15 points?
You go up against a good offensive line with a good running back. Like, look what happened with Chicago. They ran the ball all over them.
Jalen Carter didn't play, which is fair. That's a big loss for them.
I thought the defense was dominant. They turned them. They turned them over a bunch.
The defense played well last
They
week.
had 7 sacks.
They did, and that offensive line all year has been horrible for the Chargers.
Justin Herbert's the most hit quarterback in the NFL this year.
Behind him and Cam Ward are like 1 and 2. So 100%. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not going to call them a Super Bowl caliber defense when they lost. When they got ran over by the Bears for 300 fucking yards and blew a 21-point lead to the Cowboys. And it's unfair. Because
but I mean, because
Makuba's out. Jalen Carter's out. They're missing things. Bonds had a quiet type of season. Like, he's made some big plays, but he's having a quiet season this year. He's not having the season he had last year.
But look, I mean, both of those games, they lost focus against Dallas. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses, but the other hold on. The other side of it.
You are. It sounds like you are.
All right,
you are, though, Mike.
All right, but wait. All right, let me fucking talk now. All right. So what about the Green Bay game? What about the Detroit game? Oh, the defense did this. The defense did that. They shut both those fucking offenses down. I know it was 2 weeks before that, but you're not. Well, we're forgetting all about that, but then this happened.
You're not forgetting about it. The Packers have 5 games this year. They've scored less than 17 points.
All right, what about Detroit? What do you got to say about
that? That was a good performance. The Green Bay was a good. What about when the Rams ran the score up on them? What about when the Bucks ran the score up on them?
They won those games, though.
Okay, but the defense still gave up a shit ton of points.
So the
you're talking like what we're talking about is if it's a championship caliber defense. When your defense is getting gouged more than it's not a championship caliber defense.
But how can they? I just don't understand how a team could be now.
Yes, they've
8-5.
been gouged a lot, but they didn't give up a shit ton of
They
points.
were ranked 22nd in the league before the Green Bay and Detroit weeks. So they had 2 weeks. So Green Bay,
don't cry, brother.
I know, dude. It's right down my fucking face. They were 22nd. The defense was.
Okay, but there's so many different things that are like. So on one side, you're saying their offensive, the Chargers' offensive line sucks, but their defense is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts has a terrible game against a good defense.
Which and AJ Brown contributed to that.
Then there's the other part of it where they have the most three and outs of any team, but then the defense is on the field all the time. But then they kind of like there's so many different things that
there is, and that's the problem with this team, Mike. There's so many unanswered questions being left out there. Like I'm on your side.
It's the inconsistencies.
Like I'm on your side with it. Like you're leaving your defense at the hang. I think the defense is better than they show, and they've shown decent. Like they've been a decent defense over the last month. I don't think they're a championship caliber defense. But if the offense is playing like they did last year,
right,
where they're keeping the other team
complementary football,
yeah, and now your defense looks better because they're rested. They're not out
You
there
know-
every 5 minutes. Like
You know, a perfect way to probably put it
make up for
is
the
the
offense's inconsistencies.
right. Like a perfect way to probably put it is the defense is not good enough to carry them.
There's only so many times that
this ain't the
Jalen
85
Phillips,
Bears.
Jalen Phillips and Nolan Smith and if 85-year-old Brandon Graham can chase after the quarterback play after play after play. So I understand that. And so maybe I'll give the benefit of the doubt in the Dallas game where that was happening, right? Because that offense was going 3 and out, which was fucking so irritating.
Yeah, the defense burned out.
And you're burning your defense out. That game I kind of look at and go, all right, you're taking a really good offense on, and that shit's going to happen. The Bears game to me.
The Bears game sucked.
That, like, they just completely got blown off the ball. So.
But I thought that they responded against LA. They didn't win, but I thought they responded, and the ball didn't bounce their way. It was a bad.
Literally, I mean, the ball bounced all over the field, all game for both teams.
Yeah,
and it didn't bounce their way in that game. And I said that to you. I agree with you that I do think there are signs that look better. The offense had a few little wrinkles that made you feel okay going forward. Maybe they have a chance to do something.
Lane Johnson will eventually come back. Hopefully, Tyler Steen's not the answer.
Like Jason said though, if they beat the Raiders and the Commanders twice, and just just for shits and giggles, let's say they beat the Bills, which is totally
the Bills aren't juggernauts.
Right. No, they're not.
Right.
So let's just say they win the last.
They win the last four.
The last four. I mean, going in the playoffs, I guess it's how they have to look during those last 4 games. Like, are they winning? Are they beating the Raiders 23-20, and you're feeling good? I'm not.
No.
If they're completely blowing teams out and they're doing everything they want to do against these teams, except for maybe the Bills, but they're doing anything they want against the Commanders both times and the Raiders both times, are you feeling a little bit better going in the playoffs? Yeah, maybe they can win a game in the playoffs.
No, I don't think they can.
I don't think they're beating the Rams in the game.
No, they're not.
No, I mean, okay, so
they beating the Bears if they come here again.
Well, the Bears, they might have.
They got a better chance to beat the Bears than they do the Rams. I'll say that.
I agree with that. I think they have a chance against the Bears next time. I don't think they're getting dominated off the ball. Something was off with that game. Like, I will say, like,
it was a weird Friday game.
And Jalen Carter came out right away and was like, I had the worst game of my career, and I'm not going to get into it. Like, something's going on. And it was more than just his shoulders or something personal. We talked about this 2 weeks ago or last week. There was something going on there. So I don't expect that to happen next time. But they had a hard time with Caleb Williams. I tell you what, the Packers had a hard time with Caleb Williams last week. What's his face? Parsons is like, I don't fucking like chasing him. He's like, that sucked.
Yeah.
Like he's a problem. I'm a Caleb Williams hater.
Right.
That dude has come out and played a really good season, and
he's a me guy.
The Bears it doesn't matter. The Bears are for real.
Yeah,
the Bears are a for real team. Like, they have.
Yeah, what you hear about him, it's not necessarily his speed. It's his quickness, like his acceleration. Like, it's hard to judge how fast he can get around a corner. Like,
plus he's built like a fucking linebacker.
And plus, you're a linebacker looking at his fingernails, and you're mad
with black fucking fingernails.
So look, I mean, Gary, I think you're overreacting on if
my shit's dying, fellas.
All right.
I think you're saying no matter what happens the rest of the season, you're basically out on them. They're done.
Yeah, they're not winning it. They're not winning it.
They're not going to win a home playoff game.
No.
Ryan, what's your last thoughts before you go?
I still think they have a chance because there's the talent on the team. But I'm not very optimistic about it.
I think there's teams that I would pick on them.
Rooting, Mike. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. There's just no enthusiasm. There's no joy to be on the field. There's just nothing.
Losing sucks. Losing
And
sucks.
I completely agree with Gary. Everything is hard.
Yeah.
Everything they try to do is hard.
I feel that this stretch of games is the first set of games that that eases up a little bit for them.
I hope. So.
I think that this gives them
Mike. I hope your internal optimism is right, Mike. I love how you.
I don't think that they're. Would I take the Rams over them now? Yeah. Did they got a chance against them? Absolutely.
They got a chance against anybody, though. That's what's so fucking infuriating about them.
That's the part that pisses you off.
But they still do. They still do, and they still can turn it around. And I'm not giving up on that.
57% of Saquon Barkley's runs, he was hit behind the line.
Dude, it's been all year. It's been all year.
Look, he went from that to where he can't even get 4 yards.
It's been that all year. The offensive line is banged up. They're having all kinds of issues.
Tyler Steen doesn't look like the answer.
God. They get Johnson back for the playoffs.
That being said, Sean, like you were talking about earlier, the Chargers' offensive line is terrible. Yeah. Vidal's running all over them.
Vidal did not run all over them. He had one play. They had one long play.
Vidal. They didn't run against the Eagles. Hampton had a
hit behind the line.
Hampton had a screen pass for touchdown.
He did
2 or 3 yards.
2 or 3 yards is terrible.
They did pretty well against the run. The Eagles did really well against the run, which was expected because that offensive line sucks and they haven't ran the ball well all year. They had a broken play against Vidal, and they had a screen pass to Hampton, who was wide open for a touchdown. That was it.
You're right. Yeah, the Chargers did. Yeah,
they did pretty well against the run.
The Bears destroyed them, but the Chargers, they hit them behind the line a lot.
Yeah, they did
in that game.
They did.
All right, I'm down to 1%, fellas. I'm gonna bail.
All right, Rye.
Love you guys.
All right, man.
Good night.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's. I'm kind of where Ryan is, where I look at him and go, sorry, for those watching who don't know, man, my left eye is actually.
He looks like Popeye.
It's killing me right now. It's getting late. My eyes are killing me. I had eye surgery last week, so I'm where Ryan is. I'm optimistic. I'm thinking that they have a shot. Of course, they have a shot. Dude, I'm a stupid Eagles fan. Every week I'm going, we can win this week. We can win this week. Like, remember I said 2 weeks ago, I'm like, I ain't fucking watching them on Monday night. Fuck that.
I just don't say it, though.
I stayed up the whole time, watched that. And I watched it.
You didn't stay up the whole time.
Yes,
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No,
you stopped texting at halftime.
You and Ryan both fucking bailed.
I watched that whole fucking game.
You stopped texting us.
You say so.
You both stopped.
Why did you stop texting
I
them?
was irritated.
No, you weren't. At halftime?
At halftime, they were winning.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley breaks off
the grin.
The tush.
Look at the grin. He's fucking lying sack of shit.
They do the
watched
fake.
The whole game. I didn't miss any of this.
You fucking.
You may watch it the next morning.
I watched it, honestly.
So then why wasn't I getting a text when Saquon?
Why wouldn't I just say, hey,
I look at your face.
Because
go to bed.
No. Because in the first and second half, it's text. Then all of a sudden, it just stops.
Fades
and
off.
It just dies.
Every Monday night,
and
every
Saquon,
night game is the same
and
way.
Saquon Barkley breaks off a run.
Texting much in that thread anyway.
Yes, that game.
I understand, but earlier in the game, you were.
No, maybe I wasn't.
I got news for you, pal.
You said fucking kickers.
Right now. Jack and shit.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden, like the end of the game, there's nothing.
But that was in the third quarter, Mike, when I said fucking kickers.
No, it was in the second quarter.
Second quarter. It was when Ellie.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was. Because I put
we know exactly what it was.
It was at the end of the second quarter because I put on halftime. I put it Missy Elliott.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, that was at halftime. And I said the Eagles are down 10-6 at halftime.
I didn't fall asleep. I watched that whole game.
Where was your phone?
I'm lying. After the interception was thrown, overtime, I turned it off.
Okay, that was the end of the game.
Yeah, but
I can't believe that you wouldn't text with Saquon when your boy Saquon breaks off a 50-something yard touchdown.
You didn't say nothing? You didn't
got
say
nothing
nothing?
to say?
Not a word.
No, nothing.
Why?
I said did it one fucking time.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
Jay said he was watching the Sixers. All right, so
he's out.
4 minutes on my back.
That's fine. You're out. You're optimistic. I'm where Ryan is. I'm very, very cautiously optimistic.
I would say I'm cautiously optimistic, not very, very cautious. I still see a path. I still don't think this ride is over.
All right.
I felt like
Look,
I understand. Like all of
I
us
hope
hope
not.
not, but I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't think it's over.
I've like where Ryan said, we're in game 15 now, and your offense has done diddly squat all year.
There's problems, yes.
Yeah, there's no
you
10
have
poles.
major problems.
Where's the 10 poles?
You started to show some life last week. In the end, if you make the playoffs, I think about the Giants, where the Giants were a wild card team and they made the playoffs and they just got hot.
Yeah, but wait a second. The Eagles are going to be the 3 seed.
I understand.
They're guaranteed to be the 3
I understand,
seed
but the Giants were probably playing better ball than the Eagles were at that point.
Wasn't the Kansas City Chiefs like the Eagles are this year when they beat us in the Super Bowl?
Probably.
Where they weren't this bad.
But I mean, they weren't dominating either.
They weren't dominating, but they won a lot of games by luck. But their offense was a lot more fluid than our offense is. There's a lot of issues going on. We are a broken down fucking 1991 Ford Probe right now.
Yeah. Wow.
And we have a bad
That's Sean's old car.
Yeah.
You had one of them?
Yeah, I did. That's my first car. Yeah. And we have a bad what was it called? They
were badass when they first came out.
Yeah, it was a good car for a sound system. I'll tell you that.
That's all Sean gave a shit about.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, was it all beat up and shit?
No. We had what's the engine tap? We had a valve tap.
With
with a bad valve tap. You know what I mean?
The engine shot.
Burning oil like crazy.
Just keep adding oil.
Yeah, just keep adding. That's what I did. That's what the Eagles are doing. They're just trying to keep adding oil to a bad valve tap on a 1991 Ford Probe.
Maybe Hurt starts running more.
He's got.
But if you can get through 4 games in the playoffs, hey, guys, to the finish line. Hey, I made it to work alive.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. The regular season doesn't mean diddly squat once the playoffs start. If you can somehow figure this out.
And you're going to be the 3 seed. You're going to have the home game.
Yeah.
And then you're probably going away. But you could have 2 home games in this if it breaks right.
It's good.
The 1 seed now. There's no way.
No.
Yeah,
They still have a chance at the 2 seed.
Can't hear you.
They still
have a chance at the 2 seed.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, they probably have a chance at the 2 seed. I'm not worried about the difference between the 2 and the 3. I mean, visiting Green Bay or Chicago will suck.
But if it's not the 1 seed, then who cares what seed you are?
The 2 or 3, it's not that big of a difference. And I don't know. Like they could easily go. They could easily go 1 and out. They could I could see them making a conference championship and then having some momentum, and let's see what happens.
Well, I was just thinking for the next few shows, we should have everyone kind of rotate and do the soundboard for the show, and then until the last one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Guys.
All right, brother. See you, Gary.
Okay.
All right, brother. Yep. See you. All right, we're gonna do While You Were Drunk and call the show.
I am not drunk, man. You trying to
It's
make
quick.
me
It's
drunk.
quick. It's a
Time
quick
to
one.
catch up on some things you may have missed.
I got time.
A 6-pack is acceptable.
I might not.
Wow, you were
No.
drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats.
Why'd you wink at?
What more do
Why'd you
need
wink
to
at Gary when you said it?
My eyes are pretty much shot at this point.
Oh shit!
All right, so see, look at this geriatric fucks over here on this show right now, all fucking old.
My hip's been bothering me. Not the one I got surgery on. The other one. Yeah, it's a mess.
Speaking of, this is a perfect segue.
Now you're embarrassing yourself, you geriatric fuck.
Phil
Circuit had to say
Phil
something.
Rivers is back with the Colts.
That's crazy.
44 years old, out of retirement, Hall of Famer, coming back.
Did he get on? He didn't get inducted yet.
Not yet, but
well, now he's got to wait another
will
3
be.
years.
Back with the Colts because of the injury to Daniel Jones. And look, I gotta be honest with you. The Colts, if they get productive quarterback play, they have a shot to make a run. Like, they have a really good defense. Although it's Jonathan Taylor has gotten really, really quiet. Although he did score a short touchdown last week, but he hasn't been running the way he was running. I think he's worn down. He was on pace. He was on pace for the 2,000 yards earlier in the year, and he's not doing the reshot now. He's kind of hit a cliff, but
Jonathan Taylor's getting sneakily kind of old for a running back.
And he'll be a top 10 pick next year. Just remember what happened. All right. Just remember what's happened with Jonathan Taylor this year before you take Jonathan Taylor early next year. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, but in the top 10, what are you going to do? You probably shouldn't, but what are you going to do? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Figure something out. There'll be some other rookie that someone will jump on.
Yeah, Genty. Yeah, Genty will work out real well for you.
Yeah, it'll go.
He'll be a top 10 pick next year because the fucking Vegas Raiders are going to get like 2 fucking offensive linemen and everything's going to look good.
It's actually the only thing they can do is they draft or sign some free agent linemen and they'll be all right.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, and then they'll be all right. And then Genty's going to,
get hurt,
suck because it's fucking Vegas.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Philip Rivers back in football. The United Thoroughbred football team. Did you hear this story about the?
No, what the fuck is this? I thought we were talking about horse racing.
United Thoroughbred is a Philadelphia youth football team, 14 and 15-year-olds, right? Based out of Philadelphia.
Okay.
They travel to Polk County, Pennsylvania for the state championship.
Okay.
Some of their star players hit a local Dick's in Polk County, steal $2,300 of merchandise.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They got arrested, and then they lose the championship game by 20 points.
Well, yeah, that'll happen when your best players are not playing.
So, I'm going to say that I don't think that worked out too well in their favor. But we got a presser from after the game.
We lost as a team.
So, yeah, didn't work too well. But all that. This was the story of the week. I don't care about Jalen Hurts' 5 turnovers. I don't care about Philip Rivers. I don't care about anything else you read. This was the story of the week.
Here we go.
The Michigan head coach, Sharon Moore, getting fired.
Michigan basketball?
Football. And you're like, okay, why? What's
Michigan Wolverines football coach.
Their football coach.
They actually started coming along and looking.
Yeah, he got fired.
What did he do?
So he had a side piece.
Okay.
And he broke into her dorm room.
A dorm room.
Yeah, I just said dorm room.
Okay. A Michigan student.
Yep.
Okay.
And with a plan B.
Huh.
Saying basically it's not mine. Take the plan B. It's not mine.
Well, if it's not yours, why did she take the plan B?
Here's the best part. So you're like,
but wait, there's more.
So she didn't report him, and the school didn't report him, and none of the people in the hallways reported him. DoorDash reported him. The DoorDash driver recognized the name.
Oh,
I was like, plan B. Like, this is kind of weird. Like, why is he doing a plan? Yeah, and he reported him. The school then investigated and found out what was going on and fired the head coach.
Yeah, John Harbaugh is looking like a pretty decent, by comparison.
Moist.
Holy shit. Like, that was...
Yeah, that's not good.
That whole story, actually, if I can find... I might be able to find you the whole breakdown, okay? Here's the whole breakdown of some dude who did the whole thing, right? This was on TikTok, so give me 1 second.
Were they in the playoffs? They didn't make the playoffs, did they?
I thought they were. I was pretty sure they were.
Weren't they terrible and then they came out of nowhere?
Yeah, here we go. Here's the whole breakdown of the whole thing, huh?
Not for cheating, but because he broke into the woman's crib that he was cheating with and tried to send himself and her to the Lord and Savior. What's crazy, she not even the one that told the school on him. DoorDash snitched on him. The school found out because he decided to order a plan B to the school. and the DoorDasher recognized them and snitched. He even gave Shawty a 55% raise. The school found out, fired him. He lost 13 mil. His wife don't want him no more, so he left the crib, went to Shawty
I love the
house,
music in the background.
broke in, whipped out a blade, and basically threatened the woman and held her there for like a good little minute, debating on is it time for him and her to go. Police ended up finding him at a church. DoorDasher, don't DoorDash there no more, because he's looking for you, I think. If you want to get mad at the woman for messing with a married man, okay, that's one argument. But to blame her for him getting fired when he got fired because his dad wanted to order a Plan B to the school and one of them snitched on him, is crazy. Now you finna be cheating with boys in jail.
At the end. So TJ actually, it was either TJ or Diddy sent that to. What did you?
So
what did you
he
say?
had
Cheating with boys in
you
jail?
left out the you
is that
left
what you
out
just
the
said?
part.
Is that
where-
what you just? That'll be him now.
You left out the part where
Good dick. Such a good dick.
he
Feel the pressure. You've got to
threatened to kill the
that
girl.
guy. And if the guy's going to reach, he's going to go through your body.
All right, is it over? He had a blade up to the girl.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
important.
left that part out. TJ, right? I delivered Plan B before. Yeah, he has. He's showing us screenshots.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he's like, someone's having a night. It's like condoms and Plan B.
So
I'm like,
here's
oh,
the other
shit.
thing. When you said he got caught by the DoorDash person.
So he ordered it to the school.
Yes. See, what I thought happened was the
That he
DoorDash
did.
was like somebody was like getting food from like, 2 doors down or something. And like he heard something about Plan B and recognized it as the coach and then said something. Not that he was the one that delivered the Plan B.
I'll tell you what, those Wolverines don't play, man.
Christ.
Yeah. Pretty wild shit.
Go fucking Birds!
Sure.
That's all I got.
Yeah, your
That's all
boy's
I-
on.
What's that?
Your boy's on.
That was shut off. Who's that? Oh, fucking yeah. We used to have him on our show too.
Once.
Yeah, twice. We had him on twice.
Do we have him on twice?
Yeah. We had him on twice. The second time is where we asked him about Nick Foles' dick, and he's don't edit that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to edit it,
Mhm.
and don't come back on the show. Like you're going to ask me to edit a live show. Come on.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that.
come on,
I mean,
bro.
it was more of the, I don't root because I'm a
Oh,
professional.
that was the second. Yeah, it was the second time. Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of came off as standoffish.
Erroneous.
Kind of, yeah.
Dave,
Not our type of guy.
Dave Peterson, happy holidays, my friends. I wish you and yours the most perfect Christmas this year. It has been a special year for CPS. We witnessed what may be the most dominant Super Bowl win ever.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, it was.
We were on the air for that. That's
So what you
gonna be
just
special.
said is exactly why I'm saying that anyone that says that Nick Sirianni should be fired needs to fucking check their heads.
Or that Jalen Hurts should be benched.
Because you need to remember it was 10 months ago that we've raised the Lombardi for the second time in 7 years. And with a starting quarterback and a young coach who took you to 2 Super Bowls now,
Yes.
you're not firing Nick Sirianni after 2 Super Bowl appearances. Jesus Christ.
Is there people that are actually saying that? I haven't even heard
Oh, yeah. People are like, he should be fired at the end of the year, this and that. Dude, on Twitter, I put something on Twitter. People are coming after me. I'm like, are you fucking. I'm just.
So-
at this point, I'm just blocking people.
So,
I'm like,
all
I'm
right,
not doing this.
But wait. Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni have made the playoffs every year.
Yep, every year.
Every single year.
Yep.
Now, granted, Topper has.
Every year.
But they've made it every year. 2 championship games they've made it to. Hurts has been the best player on the field in both championship games. And they won one just last year. So even the, love Jason, but what does Nick do? I don't know what he does.
Whatever he
but,
does.
But he gets results. The team gets results, even with
They're going to
coordinators,
and they're going to make the playoffs again this year.
They're going to make the playoffs again this year. It's a
So-
guarantee. And the thing is that Hurts, for what it's worth, has again had offensive coordinators that are a rotating door. He's still, for 10 years, it seems like now, has not had an offensive coordinator that's lasted more than a year.
No.
That's got to be tough.
Peterson said, celebrate a 10-year milestone and did so in epic fashion. So many great guests. This and lots of laughs. Again, Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas,
Thanks.
Dave. I love the morning texts. The
dude, it's
the
great.
day in the review, and
Yep.
yeah.
We love it, man.
Taylor Swift's birthday is actually tomorrow, not today.
Oh, your daughter told you that?
Oh yeah, no, I know.
No.
Yeah, no, it's December 13th, 1989. She's got a 1989 album. I know
Dave's-
way too much about Taylor Swift.
Dave's definitely one of the guys, man. I would have never met Dave if it wasn't for the show.
Yeah.
TJ said they're either too good or too bad. We need someone just good enough to not leave. Coordinator wise, yeah,
that is 100% accurate.
I don't think you have it here. I think this guy's toast. I don't think
So it's going to be another offensive coordinator next year.
I think it has to be.
That'll probably be really good and end up getting
unless
the only way that this works is if Sirianni finally figured out how to fucking call plays.
Yep. If Sirianni starts calling plays and they make a run and they win the last 4 and maybe they win a playoff game or 2.
Or they clone the offensive version of Vic Fangio.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Shut that cunt's mouth or I'll come over there and fuck start her
I
head.
have no idea what that has to do
I
with
don't know.
anything.
All right, I got to call it a show. I am dying here. My eyes can't take it anymore. I'm suffering here.
I don't have a beer to finish. What are we
You
doing?
have to go home.
Oh, all right.
I just got to shut the screen off and so I have to stare. I look like fucking.
I don't want to go home yet.
I look like Popeye right now.
Let's see how stinky those fingertips can get.
Well, you can hang out.
Sorry, Jay, no boner coverage.
We can find out. Hey, Jay, your boner coverage?
I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit!
But trust me, we'll get plenty of boner coverage over the next few shows. All right. So listen, if you guys missed the announcement earlier, we'll reiterate it right now. After the Super Bowl, Corner Putt Sports is going on a definite hiatus. We might be done. There's a chance we might not, but all as we sit here right now, after the Super Bowl will be the last Corner Putt Sports show. All right. So,
yeah.
So it's either a week or
Might have
2
been
after
there.
the Super Bowl. We'll depending on how things go, and we'll go from there. But yeah. So we thank you guys always for listening to the show, for hanging out with us live, for downloading the show.
Anybody who's going to actually make it the whole 2 hours of listening.
Somebody tell me, what the fuck is the difference now?
Well, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
What are you going to say? Jay, what announcement? You know the announcement, motherfucker.
Jay just doesn't want to believe it.
Well, Jay wants to
Eckhart, think about the future.
think about the future.
Yeah.
We're not dying. We'll be around. The Facebook page will still be open, all that stuff.
I stick around. I stick around.
We should put that on after
Yeah.
this. I haven't heard that song in fucking years. The Facebook pages, the group will still be open, all that stuff. So that's not going anywhere. It's just a podcast, man. It's just a lot. So, all right. With that being said, Mike,
Penis out for one of the last times.
we will see you guys the day after New Year's, I think, right? Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. So not 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now.
3 weeks.
So enjoy. Everyone have a Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Take care.
Got the Christmas hat. The only time that I got the Eagles, I still believe.
I still
believe in Santa.
Are you the saxophone player in Lost Boys? Is that what you are? All right. I still believe. All right. Mike doesn't know.
No.
Needed 2 thrusts to get it in.
All right. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Take care.
Turn it off. Turn it off.